Welcome to the Off Label Podcast, just your weekly dose of sanity in an insane world. We got a fair amount to talk about this week. God, there's so much going on in the world. Let's see, the Haitian government has collapsed. There are now roving cannibal gangs around there. People are talking about fleeing Haiti, and because of all the immigrants that will be coming from them, apparently Joe Biden wants to send them to Gitmo. We'll find out what that's about. Let's see. The government contractors. We have some government contractors that were caught transporting children in the middle of the night. Some of these people are some of the places that they were transporting them to have serious allegations against them. Pittsburgh police are no longer responding to certain calls, which is a foreboding experience if you know what's happening with that. Let's see. There was a woman who was viciously beaten by a mob that seemed to want to kill her by the way the actions that they were taking, and apparently, from what I've seen so far, is nobody has faced any kind of repercussions for it. I've yet to see anything about anybody's arrest in it. Of course, Letitia James is booed by the New York City Fire Department by starting our fire department as she targets the fire department people that were, well, they were chanting Trump, and now they're being targeted, which is very interesting because she's gone after food processing companies as well in that area for producing too much CO2 or something like that. We'll get into that and all that. But our Rumble only section, we will be talking about the testimony of Robert Hur. He was the guy that made that report saying that Biden is too stupid to stand trial. Okay, he's a doddering old fool. He's not there mentally. He didn't say he was too stupid. Well, he is retarded. But yeah, we'll be talking about the testimony from that and
demonetized from YouTube already.
Yeah, but yeah, that's a weird situation for what they were actually doing. But let's go ahead and start to get into this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get on with the show.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
Chairperson and honorable members of the committee, thank you for the privilege to speak today. My name is Scott Shamblin, he, him. I am a proud Democrat and especially proud of our great history. While I am not a birthing person, I am a fertilizing person, and I oppose this bill. The very idea that such a bill would be proposed is an act of violence on birthing and fertilizing persons alike. It is a threat to our way of life. It is a threat to my way of life. I want to start by telling you of my lived experience. In the last 2 years, I've personally seen how this issue is a birthing person's issue. 7 of my partners over the last 2 years became pregnant. 7. And you know what? Babies are the woman's issue, and they took care of their issues appropriately. How, you might ask? Through abortion. Had I not had this option, I would be a parent to at least 7 different children with 7 different birthing mothers. This is unacceptable. It would ruin me financially and completely destroy my self-indulgent way of life. If abortion becomes illegal, I will be unable to continue exercising my freedoms without consequence and actually be held accountable for my actions. I am fortunate to have had a Darwinian education. It is immoral to painfully prolong the survival of the weak when we could remove them from the equation to accelerate our evolutionary progress. I am a proud supporter of Planned Parenthood's legacy. It's doing exactly as our foremother, Margaret Sanger, peace be upon her, designed it to do, to keep the poor, undesirable, genetically inferior populations down by intentionally putting Planned Parenthoods in communities dominated by the genetically inferior. We have successfully crumbled these communities. It is good and merciful to abort pregnancies that won't have an easy life. A life of financial struggle, mental health issues, physical disabilities, discrimination, systemic racism, and any discomfort at all is not a life worth living. We should not allow someone to live if they cannot live, laugh, love their best life. This is the democratic way. Thank you for the opportunity to speak. All hail Gorlock the Destroyer.
What the fuck? I mean, I like that comment. He understood the assignment.
Bro, let me tell you, that was amazing. Talk about using it against them. Using their own words against them.
Wait,
what? Yeah. Look what I could do, guys. Yay!
Yeah, he's got control.
I have
What's up,
control.
Polar Bear? How you doing?
So now when Rich goes on his diatribes and he's living at 17 other different screens, I could go, hey guys, look at this.
Right? Oh, you clicked it off. This is fire. This is fine. It's not showing up on there. But what's up, Reno? How y'all doing?
What up, Reno? Yeah, I saw that today, and I was amazed and bewildered. And the guy who just kept looking at the camera, like, is this guy really saying all this? As a fertilized person, I would have had 7. She took care of it the way she's supposed to take care of it, by having the abortion. Like,
and then that woman's like, what? Like, I mean, that's what she wanted, right? You told women not to have babies and until they had a career. Then you tell women to kill babies for whatever reason by abortion. And now you're telling people to sterilize their children, and you wonder why we have a population crisis. All right.
Dude, I was watching Tim Pool today at one of his clips, and some girl was crying about how she can't afford to live on her own, and how, like, she buys the cheapest food. She buys like, all she has is her cell phone bill and her car bill, and how she doesn't really eat. And Tim made a great point. Like, we're so pompous in this country. Technically, we're not supposed to live on our own. We're supposed to be, like, living together as a community and living man, wife, man. I don't care. A partner, domestic partner. You're supposed to be living with someone and having a family. Like, to live on your own and to be able to afford that takes a lot.
Oh yeah,
it costs a lot to live on your own, and you have to make a lot of money. And this poor girl was like, I can't afford to do anything. Like, the way society was formed, like, and then, with the forcing the women to work and illegals coming into this country and taking jobs. And my favorite is, well, they're taking jobs that nobody else wants. How the fuck do you know if you don't let them go back to their country and start giving people jobs here? How do you know that's not what they want? Just because they don't want that job doesn't mean it can't go to somebody in this country who needs a job.
Well, just like the other people, like who was it, Nadler, that said that you need them in the fields picking the fruit and picking the vegetables. That pink-haired girl said, who's going to scrub Trump's toilets?
Who's going to clean your toilets?
Yeah, that
Kelly Osbourne.
Would you want to scrub Donald Trump's toilet?
I mean, if he paid me $100,000 a year, I'd fucking scrub Donald Trump's ass like fucking King Jaffe Joffer in Coming to America.
All right, I think that's going a little too far.
Pay me $100,000 a year? I mean, for what I'm doing now for almost $100,000 a year, I'm basically on my fucking knees for the United States government. So I think I'll take scrubbing Trump's ass for $1,000, Alex. Thank you very much.
And maybe I'm not scrubbing no man's ass. It doesn't matter who it is, but
Could you? Have you ever?
You got to think
Like-
about that too, though, because you got that area right between your balls and your butt. You know, the taint. You got to scrub that too, so your hand's gonna be crushing.
You ever see one of
brushing
those?
up against a sack, man?
But says who? I get one of them loofah things and get in there real good with the loofah. Just here you go, Donnie. Here you go. Throw me another 100. That'd be great. Too far?
A little. Yeah, that's a little too far with that, man.
Oh, everything we said, that was too far. Me to be pretending to scrub Donald Trump's tape. That's too far. We've called everybody retards and everything like that, but me talking about scrubbing Donald Trump's tape
well,
and ball bag, that's a little.
mean, it went a little too far because I had that image in my head, and it was disturbing. All right, it's a little fucking disturbing to sit there and picturing you down on your knees scrubbing Donald Trump's tape. All right, I don't want to have that thought again. Please, can we move on? How are
Really?
you today?
Listen, this describes my day. My mouse just died. My mouse just fucking died. Like I'm having one. I'm having one of
Okay.
those days. Son of a bitch.
Well, let's go ahead and have this one. Ladies and gentlemen, this comes from 1 year ago from r/Haiti. Hi, y'all. I live in the U.S., and I saw a post about people being cooked and eaten in Haiti for the gram. I don't like misinformation being spread, so I'm just wondering if this is true. A year ago, it's not misinformation, it's real. Like, and whatever the dude's name is, gang members do it for clout. They don't actually sit down and eat somebody. They will eat pieces of a burned dead body for intimidation. There was also a mastectomy component, like he said. A while ago, I did a post, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, apparently there are people out there now. The video that's going around, literally 2 years old. But, yes, that is the dude who runs the gang. They call him Barbecue, which is, it's spot on for what you're thinking. It really is. But they call him Barbecue. He is now the most powerful gang leader in Haiti. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we go any further, you ask, I don't know where Davey went. He just disappeared from the camera. He does this. You ask what happened to Haiti. How did we get here? Okay, so Haiti was I don't want to say it was like it was a territory that was under the U.S.'s protectorate. In I think it was 2010, maybe 2011. Haiti had a earthquake, a bad earthquake.
This
And
is
it
what I was
just-
trying to show you. Everybody has a price, Rich.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know, $100 extra would make me scrub his taint though. That's the thing. But anyway, like no, it was they had an earthquake. I think it was like 2010, 2011, something like that. And we started giving them relief aid, right? Even
The Clinton Foundation.
even people were donating money and everything. The Clinton Foundation had raised hundreds of millions of dollars, all the aid that the US was giving to them to help them rebound. Apparently, damn near every bit of that was stolen away. Haiti was never able to rebuild, and they've been in destitute ever since then. Gangs have started fighting for control, and their prime minister, I think it is, maybe the
Yeah.
person equivalent to a
Yeah,
president.
their prime minister.
Okay, yeah. He goes out of town and they're just like, hey, fuck off. Now's our chance. They run up, all these gangs start fighting for control. They run up in their government and they trap their prime minister in another country. And the dude's like, all right, fine, I'll resign. And now we stand with cannibal gangs running around.
In that shithole country? What do you mean?
Yeah.
It was just stand-up country. All the celebrities were telling me a couple years ago
Yeah, Haiti was
that
already
Haiti's
great.
beautiful. Haiti's a beautiful place. You saw Conan with the coconut in the middle of the ocean, just sitting there telling you everybody, hey, Haiti's a beautiful place.
Yeah, and that secure, highly secure resort
Oh, that's right.
on a balcony where you didn't see anything on the ground.
It-
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Are you guys sick and tired of the fucking celebrities lying to you already? Are you guys just done?
I've been done with it. I don't
you
know why anybody's still hanging on Taylor Swift's nutsack.
Yeah,
Like, what the hell?
I listen. I've been to Taylor Swift's concert. I don't.
Oh yeah, it was the Clinton Foundation. Oh, look at you.
Sorry.
It was the Clinton Foundation. It damn sure straight up was. They stole the money. Straight up took it. They built like what, 6 houses or so with hundreds of millions of dollars. Built like 6 houses for like $10,000-$15,000 each, and then just bounced like it
And
was
then
something to do.
They had that wedding. They married her daughter off and paid for it. And who was there? Oh, Giselle, whatever her name, Ghislaine
Yeah,
Maxwell was there.
yeah, that was a thing.
Giselle.
By the way,
Bundchen.
I did have another gummy, so I wouldn't be so assholish tonight. So it's gonna be a fun trip.
All
But
right.
anyway,
By the way, speaking of gummies, do you know a guy named Stoner Gump? He's on
No.
TikTok. He's on Twitter. Dude, he literally lives like a couple miles away from me. He's so fun. He has a book now where he calls it broccoli. He gives out broccoli and he sells the book that has broccoli infused recipes. And he's just so funny because he'll do duets and stitches of people like, I'm about to eat this whole candy. And he goes, all right, well, you're about to be on a trip, son, that you'll never be able to come back from. I'll see you in a couple days. And then he'll go back to the video of them like really, really stoned, like, I'm in the corner and I don't know. And he's like, well, you just got to get some chips and maybe a soda and I'll see you later. Just take a nappy nap and enjoy yourself. Dude, the guy is fucking hilarious. And he sounds just like Forrest Gump. It's amazing. Space Cadet. Yeah. Yeah. He's like, well, welcome
he's
to the
willing, we can
astronaut
have him
school. I'd love to have him on. He's fucking great. I'm gonna try to get in touch with him. He's pretty big on TikTok, but he's hilarious. There's so many people, dude. I don't know if it's like because I live here now, everything I see is Missouri. Like that girl that just got her head bashed in a couple days ago at that school, Missouri. St. Louis is just run amok. Fucking Next Benedict. Also, no, not just her. There was a white girl. They got her head smashed and she was in a coma.
Oh yeah, because that girl just like slammed her head on the concrete.
Smashed her head on the like. By the way, can I say this? I know I keep going off on a tangent, but fuck Under the Desk News. Can I just say fuck Under the Desk News? Listen, you're a piece of shit. Yeah. You're a piece of dog shit. The fact that you go on and tell people that it's Republican rhetoric when a poor girl, it was an accidental suicide because she was taking too much medication, but you went on and told people it was Republican rhetoric without even knowing anything. You're a piece of shit. And then,
that's what they do, though.
And then what does she do? She does. But do you know what the brilliant move is? She just moved on. Nobody said anything about it. There's people upset on TikTok, but she still does whatever she does. And she put out she put out a statement and, you can't stitch it, duet it, download it, nothing. You can't do anything. You can only screen record it. That's it. But funny how that's the only one you can't do that because she was fucking wrong. And once again, she just straight away Republican rhetoric. You're a piece of shit. You're an entire piece of shit. And I don't care if you're gay or whatever it is. You are a piece of shit. And what you stand for is garbage. That's it. Welcome to my TED Talk. That's it. It's dude. It's so. And
I feel a clip coming out of that.
I'm hoping. I probably will say this.
Just do it yourself. Yeah. Just
somebody said she's Rosie. Someone said she's Rosie O'Donnell's niece, and that would, if she was, it'd make fucking perfect sense. And she looks just like her. And of course,
only Rosie O'Donnell is a fat pig.
Yeah, that's why she hates him. I mean, well, Under the Desk News is a fat pig too, and you can quote me on that. You're a fat pig. Fuck you.
You probably get your ass banned for that.
I don't
clipping
care.
that in there too.
I don't care. I got a TikTok violation because some girl said she was a flying phoenix or something like that, a phoenitherium, and she's like, I go by her Zim Fina.
No, I love this. I love when that vein starts popping out on his head.
Let me take his soapbox for but dude, it only pops out because like that just annoys the fuck. I'm tired of both sides blaming this and that. It can't just be asshole people. It can't just be we can't just wait for a week or 2 weeks to get the full story. No, it's people just right away. As soon as something happens, people just run straight. It's the Democrats. It's the Republicans. Did you see what the Democrat-run city did? Did you see what the Republicans? Like, bro, people are fucking shitty. The government hates you, but we don't need anybody else. We don't need people out there just going straight to it's this person's fault. It's these people's fault. Because then you end up back in fucking Germany in the 30s and 40s. Because you're calling people garbage. You're trying to denigrate an entire section of Americans, and you're getting people on board with you to call these people these certain things, and it doesn't bode well, and it shouldn't sit well with you that these people, these extremists, are the ones who have the voice, and it's why I do this. It's why I and I don't know.
I mean, it does get me. Okay, it does get under my skin. I'm like I said, I'm the anger guy on the internet. I will yell, scream, and have a fucking fit. I don't care. I don't care if people are off put by it either. Guess what? You need to be off put. You really fucking do, because all this shit is happening, and it's left and right. It's all the same shit. Really, it is. And yet, you're still sitting around for what? Just complaining on the internet, not doing shit about it? I mean, come on.
Here's the thing. The difference between you and a lot of people is you shit on both sides. You say both sides is garbage. Like, these people just stick to one thing, and no matter what happens,
like I said, I'm
they
not
will
conservative.
dig in. I know. I'm pushing farther and farther away from conservatism. Like, and I'm starting to get to where you are, to be honest with you. You voted for it. Fuck you.
Right.
You voted for it. Fuck you. Like Pittsburgh, between 3 and 7 o'clock, they won't answer. The cops aren't answering the phone. By the way,
you wanted it.
Yeah, you want it. Fuck you. And also, I just saw there's a kid from Mizzou. This is what I mean. Like, Mizzou went missing. His buddies went to the police station, and they were in Nashville. He got lost. His buddies went to the police station in Nashville. And from the police station, they had to call 911 because the police station was closed.
I mean, look, I'm just sitting over here just wondering why the cops won't roll through my neighborhood. And they're just like closing shit down. Okay, let's just be honest. After a while, the bullshit in my neighborhood stops. So, like, I'm fine with my neighborhood now. Like, there's not a lot of shit happening. So I'm okay with it, really.
Bro, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, and someone was fucking unloading a 9mm, and I went and grabbed mine, and Amanda's like, yeah, it's fine. They do it. It'll be okay. He's probably just shooting into the ground. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I said, and then I found out the reason why that it was okay. Oh yeah, she said she called the cops when a car got broke into, and they told her that they weren't going to do anything between certain hours. And I'm like,
yeah,
huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the cops don't come out between these certain hours unless it's a serious crime.
Yeah, we're about to get into that too.
Okay. Thank you, Missouri, for letting us constitutional carry. Then I applaud that. That's fine. I am completely fine with it as long as you're
7 states now, I believe.
Is it 20? I thought it was 35.
No, it's 27 with constitutional carry.
But
there are more that are proposing that deal.
Carolina just became constitutional carry, and everybody was like, "But what do we do? Are we allowed? Can we have it? Not have it? What do we?" I saw a lawyer trying to explain. They're like, "No, as soon as they signed it, you're legally allowed to carry it wherever you want, in open, or you can have it on your front seat, whatever you want." And I was like,
"Well, it does depend. Some states are open carries, some states are concealed carry. I mean, you do have to check your state on that. Like, my state's concealed carry. Then again, ladies and gentlemen, it never fucking mattered because we all assumed everybody was armed anyway.
But that's the thing. Like,
nothing.
I went back home and I concealed carried the entire time. Nobody fucking knew.
Of course.
Nobody had any idea. And I was like, wait a minute, I could have done this my entire life and they would have no idea. Because in Jersey, growing up, literally, if I went to the gun range, you couldn't stop for a fucking cup of coffee on your way to or from the range. You had to go from the range straight home. And that was it. You couldn't veer off for nothing. And now, with all these laws opening up.
I remember when I was in school, motherfuckers would show up to school with a fucking shotgun hanging from the gun rack in the back of the back of their trucks and shit. I remember that. That was never a problem for us until two guys had it out because they were fucking the same girl, and one dude went home from school on lunch break, grabbed a rifle, came back, ended the other person, and then sat down and waited for the police. That was the only person he went after. Then after that, everything changed.
Now imagine giving
I was
that
across
kid.
the street at Walmart. The school was like literally across the street from Walmart when that happened that day.
Now imagine giving that kid fucking testosterone or estrogen, and watching his fucking hormones just go all over the place.
I mean, if it had estrogen, he might not have done that. He probably wouldn't have cared about that bitch.
He might have cried after it or played with his nipples. My nipples are so soft.
But yeah, going back to the little story here. Haiti in chaos after armed gangs take over the capital. U.S. Embassy staff evacuated. Apparently, we do have boots on the ground now that are protecting the embassy there. But these gangs have pretty much taken control.
Isn't this the third time?
More than 3, but this is the third we know about.
3 or 10. I think I remember 3 or 10 since Joe Biden has taken office.
Oh, since Joe Biden has been taking office, yes, we've hit double digits with that shit with him.
10 times Haiti, we've had to evacuate the consulate in Haiti. Happy from the consulate.
The U.S. Embassy in Haiti is evacuating some of its personnel from the nation's capital as rampant gang violence intensifies. Who would have fucking thought that stealing everything from people would make them fend for themselves and evolve into roving gangs? No, that never happens. Heightened gang violence in the neighborhood near U.S. Embassy compounds and near the airport led to the State Department's decision to arrange for the departure of additional embassy personnel. The embassy, based in Port-au-Prince, said in a statement on Sunday. The embassy remains open. The U.S. had previously warned its citizens that they should depart Haiti as soon as possible by commercial or other privately available transportation options. If you motherfuckers are still in Haiti, just stay. There's no point. Literally, there's no point. If you're an American citizen and you're still in Haiti, unless you're some kind of journalist or something, barbecue needs to get you because you are too stupid. You literally are. Like, okay, so the earthquake shit happens, and then the Clinton Foundation, all that goes down, and that becomes a big thing in the news cycle, and then just disappears, and you don't hear shit about Haiti for over a decade. And now this. Like, you deserve it. Stay there. Literally stay there. I know there are some young people that probably went to Haiti that didn't even know about this. Like they were just a small kid or something when that Clinton Foundation scandal went down. I get you with that. Fine. But you go over to these countries with burned down cars, dilapidated fucking buildings, and you're just like, this is fine. This is a great place for me to hang out. I'm just gonna stay here for a bit. I'm vacationing.
Listen, in transparency, I did go to Puerto Rico after Maria, and I did see like those big green signs that tell you like the freeway signs. I literally saw a bunch of them motherfuckers on top of houses. And I saw like foundation of houses gone. And we were talking to the tourist guide, and we're like, so they're going to rebuild this place? And like, no, we can't. They literally, all the insurance companies just went, okay, and just left.
Ugh.
All the insurance companies in Puerto Rico after Maria just took all the money and just went, see you later.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's not like anybody cares if it happens in fucking in the U.S. anyway. I mean, just look at East Palestine. You remember what happened to that shit?
Well, who's that? What happened? Who died?
Oh,
No
that
one?
train wreck.
Oh.
And
You
then
would
it
never-
came out just a little while ago, maybe last week or something. They didn't have to do the controlled burn. Oh. And then Norfolk Southern goes ahead and derails 3 trains since then in the same area. It's
But-
not good.
By the way, right after Maria, and this wasn't widely put in the news, they carried a guillotine to the mayor's office.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Well, you
Right
remember
after
how
that.
everybody was busy about the
Oh, the-
news on January 6th?
Oh yeah.
Literally that 4-foot tall fucking platform that wouldn't
Mhm.
even hang Wee Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Anyway. But yeah, these gangs are now, they're taking over. They are literally owning shit here in Haiti here. And gang leader named Barbecue is now the most powerful man in Haiti as U.S. evacuates Americans. Again, if you're
Is that
there,
because he's as black as coal?
just stay there. Well,
He's a black dude. He's almost purple.
the dude is darker than fucking
Midnight.
who's Eddie Murphy's brother, Charlie Murphy?
Charlie Murphy.
Yeah, he's darker than that.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
He is the night.
Yeah. I was born in the darkness and I stayed there.
Haiti's most notorious gang leader, known as Barbecue, may be the most powerful man in the nation as the prime minister remains unable to return home. On Sunday, the U.S. announced that troops have evacuated Americans from the U.S. Embassy and additional forces were brought in to secure the diplomatic compound in Port-au-Prince. Jimmy, fuck your name, because I'm not going to pronounce that, leader of the notorious G9 family gang, is in command of the bulk of the gunmen stirring anarchy in the capital. And he vowed to fight until the embattled Prime Minister Ariel Henry resigns, who he already said while he's in another country, fine, yeah, I'm stepping the fuck down. He's already exiled to another country and still tries to claim that he's the leader of it. Okay, fine. Look at that dude. Like, he is almost as black as the dude's ski mask. It's like one shade different. This dude is the night. But he says, I'm ready to make an alliance with the devil, ready to sleep in the same bed as the devil. He told his supporters last week as his fighters destroyed police stations and other government facilities. Hey, I will give him this. At least he's only attacking government facilities, though.
Dude, he looks like the fucking last king of Scotland. Idi Amin Dada. Here, hold on. Holy shit. This might be his dad.
What?
That's the
Wait a minute. Either that or all black people look the same.
No, listen. I don't know. I don't know if you've seen the sketch from fucking Saturday Night Live with Shane Gillis, where they played that game show that was true to life, where they were showing black people and they were like, pass, pass, pass. And the people on the game show did the same thing. Every time they showed a black person, it's like, pass. And Shane Gillis is like, what do you want? They all look the same.
Of course, not all black people look the same. Please clip that, because that'd be fun. Some claim that the rifle-wielding 47-year-old mobster's nickname comes from his penchant for setting his victims on fire. Though he says it in an old moniker his mother gave him as a boy. Wait. He likened himself to Martin Luther King Jr. during an interview with the New Yorker last year and was previously a member of the Haitian National Police. He was expelled from the force in 2018 for alleged ties to a number of horrific crimes, including the slaughter in the La Saline slums, in which 71 people were killed, 7 women were raped, and 400 homes were burned down, according to official reports. Okay, that in 2018 when shit started. I mean, maybe because you burned down everything else, government buildings is the only thing left. I don't know. But Barbecue, because I'm not going to pronounce that name, who denied any wrongdoing, went to take over the G9 family, which controls many of the slums and streets of Port-au-Prince. The gang leader's influence in the capital is so large that many view him as the man who will take the reins as Henry's administration struggles to maintain order. Okay, let's just all right, here's the thing. This motherfucker burns down people's houses. He will kill them. He will rape them. He will burn their bodies. For an intimidation tactic, he will take off a piece of the burned flesh and he will eat it.
I saw a guy eat another guy's penis.
We're not going to show that.
Well, I know, but I saw it. It was on X. And listen, I'm glad X is showing it because I'm like, oh, we can finally. Live stream has finally come, or what was it? Live leak has finally come to fucking X, to Twitter.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit. They are some barbaric motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Coming to a theater near you.
I mean, it would intimidate the fuck out of me if I saw some dude with a gun stand up with a burnt penis in his mouth. You know, I'd be like, I'm out. Fuck Haiti. Haiti is a shithole country. Trump was right.
I don't want what that guy had. Can I just get the steak, please? Thank you very much.
Wait a minute.
Rare. What?
I don't like fish, but I'll eat salmon because the steak is probably some dude's leg.
Oh, that's right. Do you remember the movie District 9?
Yeah. Where they were eating cat food.
Yeah. And then there was the guy who was the fucking leader in the in Johannesburg, wherever it was literally eating the aliens because he was trying to get their power. Well,
yeah.
Welcome to Haiti, folks. District 9 is coming to reality. What the fuck?
Well, see, here's the thing. He is now the most powerful man in Haiti, and he is likely to take the reins after Henry's administration struggles to maintain order. This motherfucker eats people, and you're gonna put him as the head of Haiti, who already hates us because the Clinton Foundation fucked him up. They got people that are fleeing Haiti for refuge. Ladies and gentlemen,
dun, 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 dun.
Biden administration discussing using Guantanamo Bay to process possible influx of Haitian migrants.
Listen, it is fucking par for the course, my friend. They're bringing Mexicans over and putting them in camps. What makes you think they wouldn't do the same thing to fucking Haitians?
Well, see, here's the problem, though. Okay, now let's just go ahead and say this. In this whole thing, there is a migrant processing center in Guantanamo Bay. It's not the prison, the Gitmo prison that everybody's thinking of, even though that would probably be the best place, but it's not that. It's a migrant processing center. However, here's what I find incredibly fucking great about this, guys. You have Haiti, who has people that are living in a country where gangs are fighting for control, right?
Yeah.
You have the strongest gang leader over there eating people.
Yeah.
The only motherfuckers that could claim asylum would be the Haitians, and you put them in Guantanamo Bay. You got Cubans try to come over here. You turn them the fuck away because you know damn well they'd vote Republican. You got Haitians fleeing from a dude who will kill them, who will cook them, and who will eat them, and you put them in Guantanamo Bay. Meanwhile, the Chinese are coming over here in fucking droves. You put them up in luxury homes. You give them all kinds of taxpayer dollars. You give them food, and you say, hey, maybe you might be able to vote too. But people actually need asylum from somebody who wants to cook them and eat them, and we throw them in Guantanamo Bay. This shit just does not get any stupider. It really doesn't.
Oh, we still have to talk about the Heard trial. So
I take that back. It won't get stupider for another hour and a half.
Yeah. We still haven't talked about the cops not being able. Well, we started talking about cops not coming in. We haven't talked about what Canada started with the cops and not and what they said about carjacking and letting people into your houses.
Well, let's just go ahead and flip to that one then, real quick. Because
Okay, do you have the? Do you have? I have. Let me do the Canada one first, because our neighbors to the north, they started off very well. And if you don't think this is coming here, well, we got a clip to show you after that.
Also updated advice for all vehicle owners. A message echoed by Toronto police speaking at an Etobicoke safety meeting last month. Constable Marco Ricciardi had a new message for vehicle owners who keep their fobs in Faraday pouches.
To prevent the possibility of being attacked in your home, leave your fobs at your front door, because they're breaking into your home to steal your car. They don't want anything else. A lot of them that they're arresting have guns on them, and they're not toy guns, they're real guns. They're loaded.
There's also updates.
So they want you to believe somebody coming in to rob you just wants your car. The guys who coming to rob you, they have real gun, folks. They have not toy guns, real guns. But guess who can't own real guns?
leave your keys at the front door. Why don't you just leave your car running overnight, all doors unlocked? I mean, that seems better, right?
So instead of solving the problem of robberies and putting the guys in jail, probably executing them, doing the things that they should be doing, you shouldn't execute somebody for robbery, but I'm just saying, you make an example.
Man, it depends what happened in that robbery.
Yeah. Did
they hold a gun to a pregnant woman's stomach and then overdose on fentanyl?
Did they rape a bunch of people during the robbery? Because I actually just watched a TikTok video of 2 girls who got raped in front of a guy. They got away, and then later they were caught. The girl was Fran Drescher. Yeah, Fran Drescher was raped with her friend in front of her boyfriend at the time. They stole their car and went and left and crossed state lines and stuff like that.
You mean those motherfuckers could keep a heart on with her voice?
I guess.
Were they fucking high schoolers?
I don't probably. But yeah. And they were just there to rob them of their car, right? That's all they were there for. So just leave your key fob at the front, folks, and just let them steal your car, because they don't want anything but your car. But they have illegal guns. They want to steal your car. Just leave the fob there and just, hey guys, here's my car. No, go fuck yourself.
Right.
No, go fuck yourself.
There would be, you run up in my house to get my fucking car keys. We got problems.
But that was the whole broken windows things in New York.
You got problems,
yeah.
Not me.
Giuliani was putting people who were breaking windows in jail, and it cleared up for them. It cleared up a majority of the crime in New York. Right. Stop and frisk cleared up a majority of the crime in New York. And now what?
It dropped off heavily.
I'm sorry. What's going on now? Oh, Kathy Hochul is. Kathy Hochul is telling everybody that, New York crime is down and all this is down, but yet we're putting cops and National Guard. Oh my God, this clip, dude. Tell me if you get where I lost my fucking mind.
Governor, after a series of high-profile crimes on New
York
City
there when
subways,
she said governor,
right? You deployed hundreds of state police and National Guard troops into the subway system.
1,000.
But since the pandemic, you have done a wonderful job. Overall crime is down in the city. Yes, it is. So my question to you is, why now? Why deploy into the subway? And how do you respond to some of your fellow Democrats calling the move theatrics that play into Republican narratives that blue cities are poorly run war zones?
I'm not buying it.
All right, pause it. Hold up.
My job is to keep people safe.
She sent the National Guard into the subways and crime is down, and it's a Republican talking point. I'm sorry. You tell it to the dude that got shot in the face. I think it was today. Okay, maybe he didn't get shot in the face, but the dude got shot in the subway. I think it was today while the National Guard were there. You got some balls, sir.
Hey, it gets so much better.
I have to, any way I can, I'm going to keep New Yorkers safe. And I'll tell you who does show appreciation for the people out there on the streets. I've been walking the streets. I walk into business. People are just saying, thank you for taking such strong action. Now, you are correct. that working with Mayor Adams, since I've been mayor, since I've been governor, we have driven down crimes. You know, homicides are down about 30%, shootings down about 38%. The subways have been safer, but we had a spike recently.
Yes.
A 45% increase in subway crimes. Now, these are high-profile
Can I
crimes.
interrupt you for a
Yeah.
second? Because the CEO of the MTA says that 1% of subway suspects are responsible for more than 20% of the crime because of New York's bail reform laws, which allows them to go
Hold on.
back out there and commit more crime.
Ma'am. At least for one shining example of a moment, Joy Behar was right. Okay, at least for once in that woman's pathetic ass life, she was right. I'll admit
wait,
that.
She said 1% of 45%. How up
No.
and down are we going here, folks? Like
No,
1% of the.
It's like saying the 6% of the black community, which makes up 13% of the entire population, commits 52% of the violent crime. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's
but
like,
she
okay,
said-
you got 13% of the country, 6% of that 13% of the country commits half crime. So the 1% of the people traveling, which by the way, ladies and gentlemen, you're only talking about like literally hundreds of thousands of people. So 1%, you're still talking about 10,000 people.
8
Right.
million people in New York City, not New York. New York City is a population of 8 million.
Yeah, but they all don't use the subway.
A vast majority of them do. A
Okay, so
vast
still,
majority.
even
still-
in that,
you're
you're
still-
yeah,
yeah,
you're
you
talking about 80,000 motherfuckers
You're-
going down there.
You're talking about tens of thousands of people committing these crimes. Tens of thousands.
Constantly because they're let the fuck go. For a shining fucking, like I said, a shining fucking example of Joy Behar being like, hey, bitch, I'm going to call you out on something while I eat your pussy. Apparently. Like, what the fuck?
I'll get to bail in 1 second. I'm going to answer this one because what happened is I needed to do something dramatic and quickly to send a message that you will not get away with committing crimes in our subways. You cannot slash the throat of a
Wait a minute,
conductor.
wait a minute.
You cannot push.
I'm getting Nikki Haley vibes off this bitch.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, even her jaw doesn't move as much.
No.
Does anybody know where Nikki Haley is when she was having this interview? I'm getting a distinct feeling that maybe Kathy Hochul is just a Nikki Haley in a face mask.
I mean, look
It's
at
the
her
same
neck.
bone structure.
She's got the Joe Biden neck, so it might be.
Well,
Where they said Joe Biden's got a face mask on. It's not really him.
yeah, because his skin
Someone on the
flaps
track.
over.
Because people will not take the subway if they don't feel safe. That's job number one. So they are not there to harass anybody. I said, I don't like those long guns. They're kind of threatening to stand there. I said,
I don't like those long guns.
Meanwhile, Wonky Eyes looking in two different directions.
I don't
Why
like
do
those.
they always? No. I want to reach on this real quick. Why do they always have wonky fucking eyes too?
Because they're
It's
insane.
either crazy eyes or one's looking dead the fuck on and the other's looking in the third dimension.
They're insane. By the way,
I should say fourth dimension.
this is the governor who's trying to take people's guns away, yet she called it one of those long guns. You mean
Look,
an
it's
M4?
like the assault rifle shit. Like, define assault rifle. AR stands for assault rifle. No, it fucking doesn't. It's Armalite rifle, bitch.
smile at everybody, welcome them to the subway. These are moms and dads. The National Guard.
I got an idea.
are
How
this-
about
are
we call them
citizens who
abortion
stepped up.
rifles?
So I will do that any day of the week. I take criticism the second I wake up in the morning until I go to bed at night, and I don't care. My job is to protect you.
You do care. You do fucking care. You do care. You should care,
course.
actually. You should fucking care. Because you're the governor of one of the largest cities in the United States. You should care about criticism by the people who voted for you. Fuck.
New Yorkers, and that's
I
one
mean-
way to do
Okay,
it.
so what about
On the
this?
bill.
Yeah.
Look, all she has to do is put a D beside her name and she'll get into office. That's the way New York rolls, man.
Apparently, she put a D in her mouth, and that's how she became in office.
Hey, there's like a
Probably.
circle of
That's
movement
why
going on
last
there.
year
Yeah.
I
We're stretching
inherited
Gretchen.
from my predecessor and the legislature before. They took the bail laws and watered them down and made it impossible for judges to look at the whole picture of the crime and the person, what they're doing. So
She's blaming the predecessor. Sounds like someone else I know. Sounds like
Right.
someone who's running a country blaming the predecessor. I always blame the person before you. By the way, you've been governor for 4 fucking years.
Yeah. Has it been that long since Cuomo went down?
2022.
Well, then that would
During
be 2
COVID.
years.
Oh,
Because it
yeah.
is 2024, not 2026.
Yeah. Well, even though still 2 years.
2 years,
Was it,
yeah.
oh, no,
I mean,
was
that's
it?
still a good
Was
amount.
it 2020? It was
No.
maybe 3 years. It could have been 3 years. Either way, she's
It
been
was
governor for
after
longer.
the fact that he killed those 15,000 those old people in the nursing home. And it was the Me Too movement that brought him down, which it would probably be late 2021, early 2022. I don't know exactly. But yeah,
Hold on. But okay, hold on. The ending of this is what threw me for a loop.
I worked hard last year. I held the budget up 1 month late. I wanted to be on time. So you can brag about being on time. I was not going to be on time because I had
It
more
was
leverage after April
August
1st.
of 2021.
So last year I held up the budget. I got the changes.
2021. Yeah.
3 years.
So 3 years. 3 years.
2.5.
But she still was elected for a second term, and she's still been the governor. If you want to change it, change it.
Needed. Judges now have discretion. They can look at the whole issue. They can look at whether a gun was involved. Was there an order of protection? We have to protect the victims of domestic violence. My mother was a champion for victims of domestic violence.
But there was just a crime in Long Island where body parts were found all over Long Island. They had 4 suspects. They let them go.
Right.
And now
Duffel
they're out
bag
there
and
still.
shopping
So
cart killer.
what is the deal here?
Right, right.
It sounds insane to me.
No, the crime that was brought was not what was bail eligible. Yes, murder is. Yes, conspiracy to commit murder is. Yes, assault is bail eligible. All those.
All 3 of those charges are bail eligible.
I mean,
Are you
Yeah.
fucking kidding me?
conspiracy to commit murder.
Murder?
Actual murder. Yeah, you just pay us some money. We'll let you back out on the street.
So then I'm sorry, governor.
Give me a second. I'll be right back.
What's not bail eligible then? Stealing batteries? Vibrators? I'm sorry. I figured murder and conspiracy to murder and murder. You shouldn't be able to post bail.
I know that the DA is working really hard with the Suffolk County Police Department.
How is he working hard? To charge Donald Trump with more fucking frivolous lawsuits? Is that how he's hard? Trying to get $500 billion, $500 million from Donald Trump? How? How is the DA working really hard for these issues? Huh?
Department to
Prosecuting
build
Trump.
things they need to bring the charges that are necessary. The charges he brought, he did not have enough evidence at time to
So you
hold
can't
them.
hold them?
Not on the
No,
charges
you
he
didn't
brought.
have to-
not-
you have to
But
have
those are
evidence.
low-level charges. They really weren't. And we can work to make those
Hey.
bail eligible in the next session, but
Wasn't there a story not too long ago about Alvin Bragg bringing down charges to make it look like the crime was dropping? So like
Yeah.
if somebody committed murder, they'd bring it down to like involuntary manslaughter or something
Yes.
to make it look like crime rate was dropping. Huh. It's interesting that you go on with that, but it just comes back to this. So New York, I understand you're starting to wake the fuck up, but still go fuck yourself. I mean, you put yourself in this situation. You were the ones that were spearheading the defund the police. You were the ones that were spearheading that everybody's racist. You were the ones spearheading all of this shit. And now you got what you wanted.
Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg has downgraded over 50% of felonies to misdemeanors. PolitiFact. True.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, no, that fucking happened. And it's
Are more
still
than
going
half
on.
of the felony charges in Manhattan downgraded? Yes, but it's common elsewhere too. Just because it's common. So it's common. So we'll just do that. Well,
Hold on.
yeah.
By common, they mean it does happen. Not to a 50-50 fucking rate.
In 2022, the first year Alvin Bragg served as Manhattan District Attorney, his staff downgraded 52% of felonies that were screened to misdemeanors, an increase from prior years. Data from 2021 shows that other boroughs had greater percentages of felonies that had been downgraded to misdemeanors. Downgrading or upgrading charges after an arrest is not uncommon, experts say.
But yet, if you defend people on a subway, you go to jail for life. Yeah, what was that? Daniel Penny, I think?
Yeah, Daniel Penny.
Guy walked into a subway saying he's going to start killing motherfuckers. Daniel puts him in a chokehold, winds up killing him, and the dude's in jail for murder. You didn't downgrade that, did you?
Here we
I
go.
don't know
Hold
if
on.
he's had his case yet or not. I don't think he has.
I don't
but
think
yeah.
so either.
Oh,
Here, hold
you
on.
guys have else here too?
2020, New York. I hate this stupid thing. You go away.
No, it won't.
NYC conviction plummet, downgraded charges surge under Manhattan DA Bragg. Yeah, it's basically the same thing, but that's because here it goes. Here you go. Here we go. How Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg office has performed so far in his first year in office compared to 2019, the last year before the pandemic disrupted the court system. Felony cases resulting in convictions 51% to 68%. Misdemeanor cases
Well, hold on.
causing
Felony cases resulting in convictions in 68% in 2019. It dropped to 51%. So that not only is he downgrading charges, he's failing at charging motherfuckers.
Yep. Misdemeanor cases resulting in convictions from 53% to 29%.
He's just putting them back out on the fucking street.
Felony cases declined to prosecute from 828 to 1,119. Felony cases downgraded to misdemeanors, 39% in 2019, 52% in 2022. Felony cases with defendant remanded. Oh, 2%. That stayed. Felony cases resulting in prison sentence, 1,699 in 2019, 1,210. Over almost 500 less people were sentenced. Misdemeanor cases resulting in jail sentence from 2,413 in 2019 to 522. And you want to fucking tell me that crime has gone down?
Oh, it has on the paper. It has because, ladies and gentlemen, we charged everybody.
Bro, like it's so insane when people start to tell you these statistics. Oh, the crime has been down because no, they don't charge. And the reason why Republican states are more likely to see the rise in this is because they actually fucking charge these people with the crimes they've committed and put them in jail.
Yeah. I can actually confirm that. Yes. It happened in my state from fucking Birmingham. Yes. There was an increase in crime in Birmingham and an increase of the prison population in Birmingham. It's almost like my state says if you break a law, you go to jail. What a novel concept. That's Nazism for you, though, I guess. But yeah. Like, because of all that shit that's been going on in New York and everything, now this is spurred on. Like, there was, before we get to this one, there was one, what was that? The Illinois, the Safety Act.
Oh, yeah. That started in, what was it? January, the Purge?
Yeah.
That started January 2023?
Yeah, they're not going to arrest motherfuckers. They'll wait 48 hours.
72 hours.
48 to 72, 2 or 3 days. They wait 2 or 3 days for any crime before they even start looking.
Yeah.
All right.
Because remember that show on Discovery Channel called The First 48? And the whole thing was about how you have the first 48 hours or else everything really goes cold. I wonder how they decided to go 48 hours and then, and then they could start investigating shit.
I mean, in 48 hours, I could kill somebody and been halfway across the fucking world before you even know who the suspect is. Like, seriously?
You give a murder suspect fucking 2 whole days. Like, okay, and go. And that's 2 days. And like, if you don't find this person in a week, and then they go another 48 hours, this person could be in Bali. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
and
it
then you
don't
can't.
it don't
it's-
even matter. Yeah, like seriously, if you are fucking caught in Illinois at all, if you are caught for murder, you are the dumbest son of a bitch. Because all you have to do is just walk across the border. You got 48 hours. You can walk your happy ass across this fucking state. No, there is no way in hell you're ever gonna get me to go back in anywhere near Illinois.
Dude, it's insane.
It's also, if somebody, just on the brighter side of just like murder and things like that, if somebody wants to, let's say, live in your garage or your little shed,
That's what I was going to say next, and I forgot.
yeah, the cops can't remove them. They can only give them a ticket and hope they show up for the ticket. They can't remove them. You have to figure out how to remove them within the law, or you're arrested. Yeah, that's the Illinois Safety Act. Look it up. It's really fucking insane. But yeah, it's not the only place. Apparently, Pittsburgh is doing it too.
You said it right.
Pittsburgh police will no longer Pittsburgh. Yeah,
Pittsburgh.
it is. Pittsburgh police will no longer respond to certain calls, including theft, harassment, criminal mischief, and burglary alarms. Between 3 a.m. and 7 a.m., there will be no officers at any police stations. I'm sorry, suck what?
Rick, what was the big takeaway today?
Yeah, Susan, residents of the city will see a major change in the way police respond. They will no longer respond to calls that aren't considered in-progress emergency. That means calls like criminal mischief, theft, harassment, and most burglary alarms will all be handled by an enhanced telephone reporting unit. That means residents will file a police report over the phone. Officers will not respond unless it's an emergency. Also,
How long until you start getting that busy signal? I mean, you're sitting there talking about how even burglaries, that's an ongoing fucking threat to your life because somebody could fucking kill you. All right? You even see somebody breaking into your house, and the first thing is remove all witnesses. All right?
Please wait, and then the next available officer will get to you in a timely manner. Doom, boom, boom, boom.
After 7 fucking a.m.
Doom, boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. It's just
Dude.
fucking.
I'm not even going to play any more of that shit because y'all understand what the fuck's going on. Like,
There will be nobody there. We will be closed. The police station will be closed between 3 and 7 tonight. Thank you very much and good luck. Have fun.
right. I mean, this is literally the beginnings of the purge kind of situation going on. Like, all crime, unless you're doing something like somebody's actively stabbing you to death right there as you call, they will respond.
But hey,
Other than that, good luck.
you can't do anything unless you've tried to leave every way possible from your house. You can't shoot anybody on sight. As soon as they step into your house, you have to flee. If you don't flee, you get arrested. And you'll go to jail because you didn't do anything to try to leave your own home, or they didn't try, they might have had a gun, but you don't know if they intended to use it or they intended to do any harm to your family. Maybe they just wanted your key fob and your keys and they were going to leave.
It's ridiculous.
Fuck.
It's so
the way
ridiculous. And apparently between the 3 hours of 3 a.m. to 7 a.m., hey, this dude's got a gun. He's pointed at my face. Oh, he hasn't pulled the trigger yet? Not yet, no. Call us back when the bullet leaves the chamber. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, unfortunately.
Call us back when the bullet leaves the fucking... Okay, cool. Let me be like Flash and just pause fucking time so I can dial 911. I think if that were the case, I'd just move out of the bullet. Out of the way of the bullet. But still, I mean, that's just ridiculous. Oh, you're not dead yet? Oh, call us back when you're dead. When does this begin? Because apparently, throughout all of Pittsburgh, ladies and gentlemen, there are only 20 officers from the hours of 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. There are only 20 officers that patrol the fucking streets of all of Pittsburgh.
Hi, Joe.
Oh, what?
Go ahead.
We're just so satisfied with himself. He let us smoke. Damn, dude, that's my vape. But yeah.
Joe, you just coming in here hot and heavy already, man. You just want to start something already?
Apparently. But yeah, it's ridiculous to go down this road with everything. You know, it's you wanted to defund the police. Look what fucking happened. All our major cities are pretty much the shitholes that you got mad at Trump for saying about Haiti, who has now fallen to gangs. He also said shitholes about places like El Salvador, and El Salvador turned their fucking asses around. And now they're looking like they could be the shining example of the world in about 30 fucking years.
Is that where Melania or that new guy came in, and now their GDP?
It is
now...
a thing. It's going. That's how it's going. I ate a gummy.
Yeah. He's relaxed. He's relaxed, Joe. Don't get him going, Joe.
I don't know. Even committee hearings don't get me going when I eat gummies. I'm just like, it's fucking whatever, man. I don't care.
I wish if I had a gummy, you'd see me right now do this.
Well, that does help me. I will admit that.
I get so jealous when I just see people smoke and just or do gummies and just be like, hey man, let's go for a hike. And I'm like, hey man, can I just imagine I'm going for a hike? And I'm exhausted right now just thinking about it.
I'll put on my boots. That's as far as
No,
I
won't even get there. I'll think about putting on socks and I'm like, I'm fucking exhausted right now. Why? What'd you do? I thought about putting socks on. Whew, let me tell you, that was fucking atrocious.
That's why you don't have stoners who only fucking smoke pot doing anything. Like, they don't break laws. They don't do some shit. Unless there's like a whole bunch of hundreds of pounds of shit going down. Yeah, you might get something going on, but any person that smokes weed or eats the edibles, like literally, they do nothing. They sit around. They're not breaking laws. They're not fucking with people. Leave them alone.
Dude, we're fucking doomed.
What?
We're fucking doomed. Student found not breathing for 23 minutes had ghastly injuries, including ripped off nails, and no one knows what happens.
How? Did you just see somebody laying on the ground and waited 23 minutes? A Kentucky student. Hold on. Scroll back up.
The way the headline was written was that she tried to hold her breath for 23 minutes.
A Kentucky student found unresponsive in a dorm room with lacerations and bruising, was not breathing for 23 minutes. Okay, so she had already died. That makes more sense with that. I'm just like,
the headline,
somebody stood around and waited for somebody to wake up for 23 minutes.
I swear to you not, the headline that was in that little thing was student tried to hold her breath for 23 minutes.
I hope you do. That'd be great.
I'm so going to get him stoned one of these weeks, and I'm going to, dude. Let me tell you.
No one knows what happened. Mother of God. Yeah.
Let me tell you. You're going to have to like secretly do it, like get some edible popcorn or something like that, because I'm just going to be like, no, I don't want to do it because I know it's going to happen. So you're going to have to trick me into doing it and then watch that reaction. And I don't know why I'm saying this out loud because I'm just doomed for failure right now at this point.
No. Amanda, what you do is you have to secretly be recording, because it's going to take about 20-30 minutes. If you're going to do dude, if you're going to do an edible, it's going to take about 20-30 minutes, maybe a little bit longer for it to kick in. Dude. And then all of a sudden it's just going to be like, you're going to be sitting there like,
have you seen the video that she took of me when I was trying on pants at the thrift store?
Yes, I have.
I had no fucking idea she was down the fucking aisle just watching me.
So they just poked her with sticks for 23 minutes. But what the hell happened to her nails? I mean, I don't know. Apparently, we're going to have to read more about that. But Like, where the hell? Bring that back up.
Present.
That even skipped my mind. What the fuck about the nails now?
A 23 at Asbury University was rushed to the hospital November 27 and placed in intensive care due to the sensitivity of her injuries. Wilmington's parents, who had not heard from her for hours after she returned to campus after Thanksgiving, received a worrying call from her dorm resident office. At 11 at night, we get a call from the resident director at her dorm, and she tells us that Bella is an ambulance on her way to the emergency room, that she was found unresponsive on the floor for her room by her roommate. But her injuries also raised agonizing concerns. Wilhelm suffered deep gashes and swollen legs. Photo obtained by the outlet. The young university student also noticed her acrylic nails had been ripped off when she woke up in the hospital. She spent 2 weeks in the recovery. Ooh. What kind of a fucking tattoo is that? Somebody's like, yeah, let me try some out.
He's gonna be like a little fucked up bat wing, but okay.
Launched investigation determined what happened to Sue. However, her father took umbrage with the police department and the university. He told Lexi that cops allegedly said her daughter's injuries were likely falling out of her bunk bed, a claim to which he pushed back.
Wait, no, hold on. There's no way you get those marks on your fucking legs from falling out of your bunk bed and your fucking fingernails ripped off.
And her hand like that.
That's swollen like fuck, though. I mean,
Yeah.
that would be consistent with an injury, especially if you have your nails ripped the fuck out. But it looks like she does have nails on that hand.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I had to. But this was.
Apparently, they don't know what happened to her then.
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, that's a fucking weird ass, because this was reported today, and this happened over Thanksgiving break.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Like, seriously, you waited fucking what? 3 months to report this shit? Wow.
Shut up, Joe.
I do. I blame them because they voted for it. That's the thing. No. It's literally
out here. A woman called the cops cause the dude jumped out of the bushes and threw her baby into traffic. She told the cops she planned on eating the baby later. This took place at 1 a.m. or so the day of. Holy moly.
Wait. What were you just saying like 2 seconds ago? Yeah, I blame you motherfuckers for that.
Holy shit.
A dude jumped out of a car, threw her baby into traffic, and then she admits she was going to eat the baby later on that day anyway. Yeah, y'all motherfuckers are dumb. There's no way. Like, you thought Florida man was bad. We're about to start reading like California man, Illinois man, and it's gonna make like Florida look normal.
Dude, it's fucking bad. It is so...
The headline made me think of Poltergeist.
Yeah.
But yeah, you think that's bad. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, government contractors were caught on video transporting illegal alien children to foster homes in the middle of the night. Some of these homes reportedly face sexual assault charges and receive millions in federal funding. Biden is enabling this.
Car.
I'll be right back with this, please, for a second.
Where are you going, man? Whoa.
This is by Muckraker, the guys who did that documentary we were watching the other day.
Oh my God. Where are these kids going? What is this place? Don't touch me, dude.
No, nobody's touching you.
All right.
Goodbye.
Whoa,
Goodbye.
don't get in my face.
Goodbye.
Why are you getting in my face?
Goodbye.
Why are you getting in my
Goodbye,
face?
bro. Goodbye.
Why are you
bro.
getting in my
have nothing
face?
to do here. Goodbye, bro.
There's kids in that car. What's going on?
I can't tell you that information.
Why are you guys driving these kids around?
I can't tell you no information.
Is this legal?
I can't tell you no information.
Under the Biden administration, nearly 500,000 children have been trafficked into the United States. They are transported via mass human smuggling routes, such as the Darien Gap jungle, and onboard Mexico's Train of Death. After detention by Border Patrol, unaccompanied children are transferred to the supervision of the Office of Refugee Resettlement, also known as ORR, within 72 hours.
I mean, we covered that before with the actual muckraker video where the dude gets captured.
But
not
yeah,
only-
these places are all government funded.
Oh yeah. Hell
These
yeah,
places-
you got Red Cross out there doing shit too. So,
But not only that, all these videos of people trying to go into these places that are these hotels that are getting federal funding. You even have some senators going into hotels and try to get answers, and they just call the cops. No, you're not allowed in here. No, fuck you. This is my money. Fuck you. This is my money, and you're telling me that I don't get to know what's going on with things that no. If it's privately funded, listen. If it's privately funded, that's you. You're breaking the law. If it's publicly funded, I'm allowed to fucking go in there. It's my tax dollars. Fuck you.
But here's the thing, though. Like, for years they told you there wasn't shit at the border. Like, that's not a problem. It's a Republican conspiracy theory, far right, QAnon bullshit. And then all of a sudden you start seeing videos about people at the border. And they still clinch to that with their whole tight assholes just like clinched around the fact that ain't nothing going on at the border. And the more and more it got exposed, as soon as that Senate bill came out, then they started screaming it's an invasion and Republicans won't help, blah, 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 blah. However, how many videos have you seen about, especially with the Dr. Phil one? How many videos have you seen about them actually trafficking kids and women and things into these things? Now we found out that Joe Biden, not too long ago, flew 320,000 illegal immigrants into the country off your dime. And they won't even tell you what airports they landed in because it'll expose national security vulnerabilities. But he did that because he wanted to lessen the amount of encounters at the border. So he just flew them over the border. And now we got actual government contractors trafficking these children, which, by the way, 87,000 children are lost into the system somewhere. Illegal immigrants that they were supposed to keep track of, 87,000 are missing. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't surprise me that any of this is happening anymore. We got a fucking president who likes to sniff and grope kids. Where do you think they're going? There's also, what was that? We didn't cover it last week, but that story I shared with you about that sex ring for the high profile elites. Did you ever look into that one? Where the dude uncovered a sex ring for the high profile elites?
I can't remember, to be honest with you. But going right back to what we were talking about in New York, this just showed up on my feed.
I mean, you can add it. What is this?
So, remember you were talking about today about New York?
Yeah.
Remember, people, New York is safer now with the National Guard here. This was today.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Where's the NYPD? Oh my God. Close the door. Close the door.
1,000
Oh my God. I don't
National Guard.
And the
state
motherfucker
troopers.
still got shot. But yet crime is dropping, ladies and gentlemen. Crime is dropping in New York there, right? Didn't they have that black man that wanted to strap a bomb to him and go into the city not too long, or go into the subway not too long ago? You remember that?
No.
The dude who was literally talking about shooting, or he was actually shooting on the subway. But he was in his social media and things like that. He was talking about strapping a bomb to him and going jihad in the motherfucker. Then you got this shit. But yet Daniel Penny, ladies and gentlemen, you want to put him away from life because he was defending people, and somebody wound up dead. It's fucking strange to me. But here's what I was talking about.
Attention, America! They worked with us to make this happen.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
what this
Yep.
is, and I want everybody to see it clearly, federal policy drives illegal immigrant crime and victimization. And that's the focus, other than our victims of human trafficking. Listen, folks, I want to introduce you to Andres Gill, okay? Here's this guy. He's also on this board, but get a look at him for a second. He came down here from New York with 3 females. All of them are in the country illegally. Did you hear what I said? They're all here illegally. He's the one that comes with them to drive them. These ladies are all controlled by a human trafficker. We think their human trafficker is a female. She sets up their appointments, she puts their ads online, she tells them where to go. And by the way, on Friday, the victims of human trafficking, and we've grayed them out, 3 of them that are here illegally from Venezuela, 3 of them
Venezuela
have to pay her $3,000 a piece on Friday, or else they're threatened. So they're not free. They're really indentured, and they're quote unquote paying off their debt. Now here's what they told us, all right? I'm sure the federal government will verify that this is not true, but you decide who you want to believe, whether you want to believe these victims of human trafficking or the whitewash the federal authorities give you. They said that when they came into the country illegally,
I'm smacking this mic.
DHS gave them a
Immigrant.
an ID, paperwork that allows them to fly for free. You know, Southwest would let your bags fly free. Well, the federal government will let your illegal immigrants fly free. And they operate out of New York.
Oh.
And they were working up there, and the New York authorities said, hey, if you don't have identification, you can't work in our sex trade up here. You know, we don't allow sex trade here at all, but New York will allow you to do some stuff if you've got the proper authority. So they...
So, yeah. I mean, he goes on a little bit further, but yeah, from what he's saying is this sex trade, this sex ring that's going on, it's for the elites, the rich, the powerful, our own fucking government. And then, not too long after that, I came across, where is it? I think I got rid of it on accident. Yeah, right here. I came across this, where they were government contractors that are literally trafficking children. Ladies and gentlemen, you thought the president sniffing kids and groping them was just some old doddering fool? No. No, it's not. Remember when they told you Sound of Freedom was a QAnon conspiracy?
They're still saying it.
Remember when they tried to lock up Tim Ballard for the fucking movie coming out? Yeah. It's happening. 87,000 kids have gone missing from this country. Where do you think they've gone? You think they're in loving homes? You think they're being taken care of? Because if they were in a loving home and they were being taken care of, wouldn't the fucking Guardian talk to these ICE agents, these Border Patrol agents that are calling about it? Wouldn't they be doing that instead of ducking their calls and hiding? Makes sense, right? Yeah, this is all fucking true, ladies and gentlemen. And it is your president that you have right now that is pulling the reins of all this shit. We know that. We've known that. And now we're finding out the entire federal fucking government is involved. That's a fucking scary thought. But yeah. What was that honking?
Somebody outside.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, God damn, you got somebody
Duck!
honking in your house here.
Listen,
But no, it just worries the fuck out of me that we've been doing this. Like, I don't give a shit what other people think of me, really. But let's just take a step back and think about how the rest of the world views us at this point. You know, you got reports of the greatest nation in the world. Everybody wants to come here because they're going to have a land of opportunity. They're going to be taken care of. They'll live in lavish. You know, they live lavish lifestyles. Even if they live in a poor, rundown fucking shack here in America, it's still a lavish lifestyle to them. And all they have to do is pay cartels thousands of dollars, let cartels rape them, and then they're brought here, home free. Until 87,000 kids come up missing. We find out government contractors are smuggling kids to facilities that well, fuck you, YouTube, to facilities that whore them out. And the entire world knows this now. They've known about it. It's just all on the surface. And our government is doing it. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, on my own personal channel, our fucking founding document, the Constitution of the United States, says we have the right to alter or abolish any tyrannical government that comes our way in this country. We are staring down the barrel of that. They're giving illegal immigrants everything while taking everything from you. They're taking these children that nobody knows about. If they knew about it, who would care? They're illegal immigrants. And they're prostituting them. Now we got people who actually need some kind of asylum in Haiti from being fucking killed, cooked, and eaten. And you throw them in Guantanamo Bay. It's kind of a fucked up look, is it not? That's all I got to say about that.
but listen, how do we get people to agree on anything
You can't.
when
You can't. Until it happens to them, you can't.
we can't even get
Go ahead.
we can't even get agreement on this? Oh.
Barely hear it.
Sound like a trick question, and it's not. If I were to ask you to go get me a square out of a tool bench, what the fuck would you look for? If you
That depends. Hold on.
triangle, get the
A square, T-square? Or the
Oh.
triangle thing she's talking about, because that is actually known as a square.
Oh,
It's not officially a square.
She's going to explain it to you. Go explain it to you.
fuck out of my comment section right now, you blue collar working ass. Who names a triangle a square? Men. Fucking men do. My husband's like, hey
Right.
babe, can you go get me the square? I was like, what's that? Because I've done this song and dance before where I just think I know what it is and then I'm humbled quickly, and I didn't want to do that. All right, it sounded way too simple, and I knew that was going to be the first fucking mistake. And he's like, it's shaped like a triangle. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? So I go and I find his triangle square and I present it to him. Your triangle. He's like, it's a square. I'm like, it's triangle. I learned my shapes. I sucked at geometry, but I did pass. He's all, it's called square because it makes 90-degree angles. So you always have a perfect square. I don't care. It's shaped like a fucking triangle. Call it a fucking 90. Solve all the problems. Take shapes out of it. That'd be too easy. Can you go get me the 90? Because it makes 90 degrees. No, go get me the square that's shaped like a triangle. Dumb. This is gonna sound like a trick.
I saw that. And I was like, babe, give me the square. And the square. And I was like, I know where this is going. I know where this is going. You can't even get people to agree on calling it a triangle or a square because it makes 90 degrees. You think you're going to be able to get people to agree on Guantanamo Bay?
I mean, all I'm going to do is say this. If she's fucking serious,
I think she
to
is.
the dude married to that thing, what the fuck?
I mean, she says she's played this game before, so he's obviously asked her for something before, and she was just like,
Look, I can't really say much because if I told my wife to get the square, she wouldn't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But if I told my wife, hey, get that triangle thing that I stick on the floor, she would know what I'm talking about. You know? So I understand. I get you. But here's the thing. You name a tool after what the fuck it does, not what it looks like. Every tool is named after what the fuck it does, not what it looks like. If this is not how stupid she is, she was looking for a fight and didn't get it from her man, so she went to the internet. I mean, yeah.
she must have
Yeah,
asked.
you know what a C-clamp is.
But listen, Joe, that's all TikTok is. I'm telling you.
But it's a C that clamps. It's named after what it does, not after what it looks like.
Do you see what I mean? Do you think the wife was telling the truth? Yes. Aim, perfect example. Perfect example.
It may look like a C, but what does it do? It clamps shit down. So it's a clamp. Fuck. I hate life. I hate people. I hate everything.
By the way,
Nothing makes sense. Nothing's supposed to make sense. I get you, but fuck.
Joe, she's got 366,000 followers on TikTok. I guarantee you she's making a decent chunk of change from these videos because she's got a couple that hit a couple mil. She's got a couple that hit a couple tens of Ks. So she's probably making a decent amount. So she probably goes on there, and her husband have an understanding, because a lot of these people on especially TikTok, they will go on and say the most mundane shit about each other. I've seen the TikTok. They're two of my favorite people on TikTok because they're husband and wife, and they bicker. He's a Marine, and I think she's a stay-at-home mom. And literally, all they do is try to start a fight with each other, and that's their whole TikToks. Like, she will go and
I understand that.
She will literally buy a Disney family vacation. Like, who does that? She will go and pay for a family vacation for them to go to Disney and just be like, hey, we're going to Disney tomorrow. And he's just like, huh? She's like, yeah, we're going to Disney. or she'll go, hey, I'm going with my girlfriends to Disney tomorrow. And he's like, what do you mean? Oh, I'm going with them to Disney. And then she'll go and start buying thousands of dollars worth of Disney shit. And she'll just come home and bring it home. And she'll just be like, hi, honey. And just run into the room and just hide all her shit. And he'll come out and find us like, what's this? And they're like name, like, whatchamacallit, like park stuff, like with your name on it. So, it's got to be a couple $100, for like a Mickey Mouse hat.
Mm-mm.
And yeah, that's what they base their content off of. And I guarantee you they make a shit ton of money.
Well, look, I understand, like, maybe I should actually start recording me and my wife in grocery stores, and he's just going to, like, troll the fuck on. But maybe I understand that whole thing. Because when me and my wife walk into a grocery store, we will actually pretend fight. Like, we will say the most horrible shit to each other and act like we're fighting just to see the looks on everybody's faces as we're passing them through the aisle. We say just horrible ass things to each other and just call each other names and things and act like we're fighting while we're walking through the grocery store, because people will give us just like this, just like, and all kinds of weird looks, and it's entertaining. So I actually get the fact that, like Davey just took the fuck off. I don't even know what happened to that, but I actually do get like filming that shit and putting on that on there, because I'd do it. Maybe I should actually start recording me and my wife. That'd be pretty fucking fun. 3 girls in my warehouse spent $900 on Disney passes, and it comes with blackout dates.
Bro,
No.
Disney is atrocious. It's fucking atrocious.
The fear of divorce for going to fucking
Oh my
Disney
God.
World for your family vacation? Yeah.
Dude, have you ever looked into like going to Disney?
I never cared.
Dude, it is just to go to Disney. The Disney, by the way, Disney's garbage. The only reason why you go to Disney is Harry Potter or Star Wars, and that's it, right? And you can probably spend a whole day in those two. A park pass, I believe, is almost $200 per person per day.
No. Sorry. Fuck that. I don't
Per
care.
person.
don't
Now
care.
that's just to get into the park, and that I'm not talking about like all. I think there's separate passes to get to Epcot, to Disney, and to Magic Kingdom.
There's
There's
seven
separate
passes for 7 separate fucking sections of this park. Yeah. You have to
And-
pay to get in, and then you have to pay for the passes to get into the sections.
Mind you, last time I went to Disney, I was drinking, so we did the whole yes, I'm near Orange County where Disney is located. The pass $180 doesn't cover parking. $180.
Yeah.
And that's just California Disney. That's not all the Disney.
No, Disney World is fucking expensive as fuck. I
So,
never even looked into it because, like I said, I don't even fucking care. Like, I'm not going to. I have never spent money on Disney like that. Like, I've bought movies, I've gone to movies and things like that. That's as far as I've gone. I've never bought collectibles or anything like that. I've never, even if, like, I've always had a hatred for Disney because it's weird. Like, you remember that robot chicken skit?
You don't like the Jews either?
Well,
Was it Walt
that's a different
anti-Semitic?
story. Yes, he was. He was very anti-Semitic.
I would love to get the real Disney story, like the actual real story of how it like really came and how Walt really was. Because there's got to be some fucking, to think of all those little nooks and crannies of where you can't go and you don't see the people and you don't, the characters and they just vanish. And dude, it's got to be insane.
Right. But I've always hated Disney because, like, you remember, I don't know if you remember this. Do you remember that robot chicken skit with Walt Disney going fucking apeshit over that Ilion kid that was supposed to be a refugee, but they were going to turn him away, and they were all making a sob story about him because the U.S. government, the robot chicken skit where the dude literally just like transforms into a giant fucking head with robot spider legs crawling after this kid because he wants to eat him. And I was just like, I don't know why, but ever since then I've been like, fuck Disney. That's fucked up.
Dude, only 2 people have ever died at Disney?
I think there would be a lot more than that, though.
2. They take you off the premises and you're not considered dead until you're off the premises.
Sorry, Joseph. What is his name? Joseph Bird? Joe Bird?
David Bird?
David Bird. There we go. Sorry, you're not the Grand Wizard.
Dude,
apparently it's Walt Disney.
I can't wait till we get to the Rumble only section, dude. I mean,
we're about to. And we're gonna have fun.
me and Mama J took over for the hour I was on because yesterday's storm was fucking. Did I send you the pictures?
No.
Bro. It was. We had hail the size of about an inch, about the size of marbles.
Right.
Sorry, she got me food. Do you guys have a 54th Street there? Oh, that's right. It's not on that. Do you guys have a restaurant called 54th Street? It's fucking delicious.
Actually, we do.
You do?
Yes.
Oh, it's so good. Hold on.
We actually have that here. Yes.
Hold on. Come on, you son of a bitch.
What are you trying to bring up? Oh.
I don't have it. It's on my other phone.
Is that fucking snow?
No, that's hail.
Oh my God.
That's how much hail we had.
Oh my God. What the fuck did you go through? A fucking tornado?
Yeah.
Well, that
We
explains
almost
it then.
we almost got hit by a tornado. Look how big that is.
Jesus Christ, you're talking about quarter size right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
got
have
some massive
never-
ass hail damage going on then.
I have never
Oh,
seen
you've never been through that?
So the first time I ever went through a tornado kind of warning, it wasn't like that. It was when I first got here. It was 3 months into being here. And there was no real like rain. It was just, we just saw that the clouds was going.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That was right by me. So the first time the clouds were just going and you kind of saw like rumbling. We started the show yesterday and it thundered for an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Never in my life have I heard thunder for an hour and a half straight. I went outside and I took the and I started streaming from my phone and I was showing everybody. I never saw lightning fucking ping pong each other, just going back and forth. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And all I heard was I was like, I thought it was my neighbor's car because we have a neighbor that 7:30 every morning, like clockwork, his car starts every single day. So you know it's 7:30 in the morning. And I thought it was just his car just outside in the front just being on. Nope, that was thunder. I was like, holy shit. It was insane, dude. I've never seen anything like it.
You have got to be around this area during Tornado Alley season.
Shut up.
He's so new. It's cute.
And I get it. I understand why the Midwest dad sits at the garage door waiting with his beer. Because so I was taught that you have to watch the clouds. And if the clouds are going, back and forth, north to south, east to west, it's fine. When they come all and you start to see them all coming from every single direction, that's when you have to worry. And I couldn't see shit. All I saw, like I was outside and all of a sudden all you heard was and just started hailing out of nowhere. And it was like,
yeah, that's how it happens.
I was like, holy shit. It was insane. Never in my life have I been through anything like that. And I was kind of scared. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of fucking scared because
Dude, we get them like in our area right here. We get them every couple of years. One will land in my area, like within driving distance of me, kind of situation. We actually had one time where in the area that I live, within an hour driving distance of where I lived, there was 11 fucking tornadoes that dropped down. In an hour fucking radius from where I was living, 11 fucking tornadoes dropped down in one day. Yeah.
She was stuck in her car walking on. Yeah, she wasn't even at her. She was so where she works. She was about a mile or two away from her job off site. They were fixing trucks off site. They were at a local amusement park, like a Great Adventure, in their parking lot because that's where they have their cars put. She was working there. She was working by steel during a fucking tornado possible.
A tornado possible.
Yeah.
Possible tornado.
Possible tornadoes.
A tornado possible.
A tornado possible. Like, dude, like, do they not have any fucking brains? Yeah, guys, listen, what we're going to do is we're going to make you work on metal vehicles by conductors. So have fun, okay? And you're going to be working on batteries. So good luck with that. You guys out of your fucking minds?
Apparently we are, yes.
Dude,
because we do that here.
I was fucking livid.
You have motherfuckers in bucket trucks fixing power lines while the shit's going on around here, all right? We live with no fear.
Dude, and
it happens all the time for us.
I'm not a huge fan of unions. I'm not. But when it comes to things like that, and companies like not doing the right thing when it comes to that, that's what fucking pisses me off. That's what pisses me the fuck off, dude. Like you're standing by an entire park of conductors and you're like, hey, go fix these metal things.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I would also be like the ones who like to change those red lights on the top towers. You know, that they have those blinky lights that tell planes not to fly. I would love to be one of those motherfuckers because you literally like work 2-3 days out of the year and get paid damn near $100,000 to do that.
But you're not doing it during a fucking tornado, are you?
I mean, no.
I mean,
it could probably be just at the top of the tornado if that were a thing. Gotta fix
God,
this metal
go
thing.
fix the metal thing. Dude, that's how fucking angry I am, man. I'm so like, and it wasn't even, the storm wasn't even, it was long, but it wasn't that long. I set my phone up to catch 15 minutes of lightning before the storm hit. And
why? You see, she had that fucking time to set up a phone to record lightning, and she never once thought maybe we should get out of here.
They weren't allowed to leave.
I'm starting to think Manda's like the, you know, she's the exception when it's just like, you know, why men live longer than women and they show men doing some stupid shit. I'm starting to feel like she's the exception to that rule.
Yes. Do you understand? Do you understand the relationship? Yes.
She's
You
the one
understand
that's
why-
sticking a fucking extension ladder over a huge 20-foot gap. And you're just like, maybe
Yes.
this isn't a good idea?
You know how most women are like, hey, babe, do you want to go, I know it's lightning outside. Do you want to go change light bulbs? She's like, hey, I'm going to go change light bulbs in a thunderstorm. I'll be back. And I'm like, okay, babe, you have fun.
I mean, I don't know what to say to that shit, but yeah.
That's her. And I'm like, and I fucking love it. And I'm glad she's having my baby. But yeah, you know, it's like
Women live longer because men provide shelter for stupid women, not stupid men. I mean, you kind of have a point. If it was a smart woman, she wouldn't be letting you do the dumb shit that gets you killed.
no, she'd be doing it with you, so you both die at the same time.
Yeah. You can't live longer if you're dead with me.
Like,
yeah.
dude, it's so much fun. I can't tell, dude, and I want to give her a little bit of accolades. Like, she gets me more than anybody in my entire life has ever gotten me. She gets me. Like, I can't believe we've been together like 6 months already. It's fucking like, she's like, yeah, you know, we've been together like 6 months. And I'm like, no. And then I'm like, holy
Hey,
shit,
baby.
it has. What?
You're groveling.
What am I? I'm not groveling. Just trying to say how great she is.
Right.
I'm groveling. I'm allowed to fucking say how great my woman is.
Hey,
She
you
needs
are.
every
You
once in a
are.
while.
You are. I do it to my wife too.
Listen, and,
But-
and you know, like I said, she fucking gets me. She said to me something this morning that, like, for the first time in my life, I actually stopped and thought about it, and I was like, wow, she understood before I understood. That's fucking weird. She understood something about me before I understood it about me, and she brought something out. I was like, holy shit, hey, she was right. And I told her this morning, I said, you know, I appreciate you. Thank you for telling me that.
Well, dude, it's always the people outside looking in that make you
Yeah,
have
but
the biggest perspective on life.
I was always getting blamed for shit and telling people telling me that I'm, you know, that I'm an issue and that I'm too much and, you know, that I'm, you know,
I
that
mean, I get told that too. Even my wife says that when I'm trying to cuddle
yeah, but
up
your
at
wife
night,
can beat
she's
you into
just
a your wife can beat you into a bloody pulp, so you got to listen to her.
No, she cannot. She may
God.
be 5 inches taller than me, but I have more strength in my pinky than she does in her entire arm, and she will tell you that.
Bro. I've
Bro.
seen you. I've seen your wife. Your wife can pick you up like fucking Hercules and toss you through the fucking ceiling.
No, she can't. As a matter of fact, hold on. Check this out. I'm going to bring it right here. Check this out. You think so, son?
You're not
Sorry.
wrong, Joe. You're not
You're
wrong.
going to have to speak a little loudly But is it or is it not true? I have more strength in my pinky than you have in your arm. You can't hear, so hold on.
Unfortunately.
I have pulled her entire body with my pinky. Yes. But anyway.
Listen, she helps a lot of people at the stores.
I mean, look, 5'11"? Jesus Christ. All right, she's got some height on her. I need a step stool to give her a kiss. Fuck you.
Uppies.
No.
Uppies.
That's when she looks down over her never mind.
Anyway, when Rich wants to cop a feel, he has to do this.
There's a reason. All right.
When the toes to toes, his nose is in it.
But I will say this, while it is true that men do live longer than women, when this happens, I tend to disagree. Let's take a look at this real quick.
Oh, boy.
All right, that's enough of that. However, I will say this. Where is it?
The stomping?
This dude that jumps
The
is
attempted
fucking lucky.
murder? The attempted murder?
Oh, that is attempted murder.
That's
but he's
attempted-
fucking lucky because his foot lands right on her shoulder and the other foot right past her face.
Oh, that's a girl?
Yes. Apparently, from what I can gather about this story, she was a girl in a mall that got into an argument with another girl. All right. From what they claim, which I doubt in any way, from what they claim is the girl that they were beating actually said the N-word.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Big fucking deal.
That's the story. And 20 plus people start beating this woman. Now they do some serious harm. They put her in the hospital. She's been laid up for a while because of this. Not a single fucking charge has been filed for everybody here because, ladies and gentlemen, we can't figure out who they are. It gets even fucking worse though, because let's load up for round 2. They start walking away. And nobody interfered at all. I think I'd be taking an ass whooping right alongside that woman.
Meanwhile, all you hear on TikTok is how black women are so black women are so treated so badly and so poorly because they're considered aggressive.
And you
It's
got
dude,
motherfuckers
for
beating
saying a
people in the street.
fucking word, this poor
Not even.
girl.
She didn't say it.
But even
she
though
didn't say it, it was
even
made
if
to fuck
she
up.
said it, even if she fucking said it, you got people going, you can't touch a certain ethnicity or certain, there's a genocide of trans people, but you have this going on.
Yeah.
It's like this, and it's not unnormal. It's
not going to respond, but yes.
I mean,
I wasn't going to go that far with it, but
what
yeah.
happened?
I mean, no, I mean, we have to have this conversation, ladies and gentlemen. You want to push this shit forward. You want to get past this whole little racial. We have to have this conversation. There is a huge problem within the black community. Number one, of no self accountability in any way, shape, or form. Number two, this whole snitches get stitches shit. Y'all wonder why you commit 52% of the crime, yet you fill up our fucking prisons. I mean, come on.
No.
Take control of your damn self. Stop trying to rob the people because they got something you don't. Stop trying to say everybody's oppressing you because you're the ones keeping yourselves down with this shit. And if you fucking have the balls, for once, fight one-on-one. There's no reason for there to be a fucking gang of people beating up one motherfucker. And it's not like there's like some kind of ideology, y'all got to stick together. As soon as somebody starts throwing hands, it doesn't matter if you know that person or not. There's always got to be those motherfuckers that get involved because they just want to hit shit. Let's be honest. There's a fucking problem here.
And don't get it twisted. If it was the other way around, I'd feel the same fucking way.
Yes. If I saw 20
way.
white men beating up a black woman, you goddamn right, I'm getting involved too.
Yeah,
I'd
want them
straight the fuck up with
arrested. If they did anything like that, fucking bury them under the jail. I don't.
But
give a
I'll tell
shit
you
what color you are. It
that
doesn't
motherfucker
fucking
that
matter.
did that stomp, those two motherfuckers that did that stomp, I'd be throwing them off that fucking balcony because they're on the second floor. I'd be grabbing that motherfucker and throwing him off the balcony. You wanted to try to kill somebody? Yeah, I'm trying to kill you.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm ending that shit because I'm not going to have you grow up and put other people at risk and risk maybe even possibly my life when you grow up thinking that shit's fine and you can do whatever the fuck you want. Nope, because I'm going to be the one to end you. Whether it's in that moment or whether it's later on in life, I'm going to be the one to do it. Might as well get it over with early.
I mean, if she tried to eat the black girl's baby, I'd see I'd see where they would do that. But
no, the baby wouldn't even be born if that were the case. I mean, Margaret Sanger had the fucking right idea. You wanted to euthanize the fucking black people, but put abortions outside their communities. It was fucking perfect. And y'all fell for it, hook, line, and sinker with that shit. But anyway, that's a different story.
It's just the idea but that's modern day society. It's okay not to bully somebody, or it's okay not to tease somebody, or it's okay not to say something to somebody.
Dude, that happens across the fucking country. It doesn't matter where you're from. It's a thing. That's what we're saying. This is a problem. This is something that needs to be addressed.
Yeah. And it's okay until one person does something that they fuck up, and then you can have an entire mob of people gang up on that person. Yep. An entire fucking mob of people. Going back to the next Benedict thing.
Absolutely to what?
The next Benedict thing.
She threw the fucking water.
Yeah, I know. But
she
you
started the
people,
fucking fight.
But you had, and then you had people going off.
I don't even know what it was.
Yeah, I don't. Then you had people going off, and they're like, these 3 girls have to be charged with murder. They were trying to get 16-year-old girls charged with murder for a girl who accidentally unalived herself.
Yep. All because of a fight that person started.
And then they went to excuse it, and you saw thousands and thousands of comments of it was just water. It doesn't fucking matter. The law is, and if you watch the police thing,
that is actually assault.
If you watch
even
the
if
police,
it's water, it's still assault.
If you watch the police body cam footage, you saw the cop trying to handle it with kid gloves. He was going, well, listen, I don't want to tell you this, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but technically, if you threw the water first, I mean, I'm sorry, but I just, technically, it's assault.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's assault, and you technically assaulted first, so they in turn can file charges on you. So I don't know if you really want to file charges. And everybody ran with, well, they were trying to say they were the victims, and they weren't, and they were trying to go after these 3 other girls when she started. It doesn't matter. Remember back in what was it, 2020, 2018, 2020, when they were throwing milkshakes at people and it turned into concrete? They were throwing concrete at people. It doesn't fucking matter if it's water. Even if you spit on somebody, it's considered assault. You're the first one who started it. You instigated it. You assaulted somebody. It doesn't matter. But no, you had predominant people going after 3 16-year-old girls for fighting. and they wanted them charged with fucking murder when it
Well-
wasn't even anything that they did.
I'm telling you what, I'm gonna be honest. There'd have been one more motherfucker, not just me, but another motherfucker involved in that fight, and that'd be anybody holding the camera. I'm sorry, you're gonna sit there and record that shit instead of helping, and you're gonna sit there and cry. Ooh, wow, ooh. No, you're egging that shit on. You're part of the problem, not the solution. You get it too.
But it's everybody who holds a camera during those situations.
And everybody who holds a camera gets swung on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You want to change it? Fine. The innocent bystander that's sitting around letting it happen needs to get involved too. Because if their ass is on the line when somebody gets jumped like that, if their ass is on the line for even being around, they'll either stop it or they'll get the fuck away, and they won't record it to put it on social media for likes and clicks while somebody gets beat to death.
But the
Or
thing is
almost to death.
also, in something like that, even a security guard can't stop that.
One security guard, no.
But
The
not even
actual people around them would have to fucking stop it. Like,
But that's the thing.
actual
But
pedestrians.
nobody wants to get. Nobody wants to get in trouble. I'm not getting involved. I don't want to do this. And then when it happens, Leroy Jenkins.
I mean, you go in there swinging with some shit, and hey, this white person beat up a couple of kids with a stick. Yeah, motherfucker, they were trying to stomp another girl's fucking head in.
Well, did you see that video of the old man that pushed the black lady, and everybody, the internet was going after the black the guy, the old guy.
Uh-huh.
No, she pushed. Yeah, he pushed her. The video was he pushed her, then she pushed him into a fucking bus stop chair bench. But the whole video, she assaulted him first.
Uh-huh.
But they didn't show the whole video. They just showed him pushing her, and then she pushed him back. And she's like, "Yeah, you never fucking touch a black woman. You never touch a black woman." And then it turns out, after everybody's trying to go for him, it turns out that she assaulted him first. And of course, that doesn't get news or headlines at all.
You remember the brick lady?
Which one?
That one that supposedly got hit with a brick?
Oh, yeah. That was, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that turned out to be a whole bunch of bullshit, too.
Yeah.
Like, it's always that way. Like, everybody jumps on that bandwagon immediately. And I get it. You want to be the first to put out information and get all the fame and recognition from that. Number one, you're a fucking sad piece of shit if that's the thing.
Yep.
You really are. Because you're trying to make name recognition and profit off of what? Somebody getting their fucking head stomped on?
If it leads, it bleeds, my friend. If it leads, it bleeds.
Well, that motherfucker needs to be strung out in the fucking
Bled out.
streets too. I'm gonna keep it light.
Well,
for
I
you two.
was saying with the next Benedict thing, like, remember what was it, 2018, where they were milkshaking people?
Oh yeah.
And then the milkshaking turned into concreting,
Uh-huh.
where they were throwing concrete at people.
Uh-huh.
Like it
It went from milkshakes being thrown to cups of concrete.
and urine.
Oh, that was frozen urine.
Yeah.
The frozen water bottles, frozen urine, actual urine in bottles to explode. Yeah. I mean, that was that happened during the Summer of Love too.
Oh my God, yeah, there was. Oh my God.
So everyone got angry because security didn't do anything, and I'm shocked that nobody realizes that the security is just another pair of eyes for the comp.
Yeah, for the company. Because they can't do anything else, they would have got fired.
Yeah.
There was a fucking a weave taken off, I heard. Dude, the way she described it to me, I was like, oh, it was a bad.
I mean, I'm
situation.
sorry though. I don't give a shit if I'm paying for you to run security at my fucking place, and you sit there and watch that to just be like, in court, this happened. I'm sorry. I'm not fucking paying you. If you want to be in a position of authority like that, you actually have to put your ass on the line. I don't want people being hurt in my fucking place of business because somebody called somebody a bitch and weave gets snatched off somebody's fucking head or some shit like that. No, that's not going to happen in my business. And if you ain't going to sit there and step in to make sure that that don't happen, well, not only am I actually going to fire you, I am actually going to make sure that you have no job in security or police ever because you're not going to do what the fuck you signed up to do. Fuck you and everything about you. Get the fuck out. Anyway, I'm sorry. I have a problem with that. We are paying, like our police force. I know we don't pay them enough for their job. I get you. I understand. You put your lives on the line every damn day for as much money as I am pulling fucking cables. Right on. I understand. We should fucking pay you more. However, when you decided to be an officer, you knew full fucking well that there are people out there that are going to want to end you. You know full fucking well you're going to have to run into the face of fucking danger. You can't have a hot head with that. I couldn't be a police officer because I'd probably wind up shooting motherfuckers. I'm not going to lie. I'd just be like, all right, I'm fucking done with this. And then I'm facing prison time. I couldn't be a police officer. I understand that. I get you. And like I said, we should pay them more, but I don't want you on the police force if you ain't going to run in to try to save somebody's life and put your own ass on the line. Yeah, I get it. 60, 70,000 a year ain't it for you. Then why the fuck are you in that job? Because it's not about the money versus the life. Being a police officer is an ideology. It is a way of life. And honestly, the only people I feel who have that way of life are the motherfuckers who go into the military. And I'm not talking about like the woke military we have now. I'm talking about like the old military from back in the day. Like those motherfuckers felt that call. They knew full well that they were throwing their lives into some shit. And it's those people we need on the police force, not these little pansy-ass little Paul Blart Mall cop bullshit. But yeah, it just bothers me the fact that, you know, we do have to have this conversation, ladies and gentlemen. We really fucking do. Like, we brought it up before. 6% of the black community creates 52% of all violent crime, which is what you just saw in that video. And yet you're going to sit there and try to say it's racist to say that kind of thing. Now, there is a problem. There is an animosity problem in the black community.
And
it has nothing to do with the white people.
You know what they're arguing about on TikTok in the black community? Whether or not white women could wear box braids.
See, this is what I'm fucking talking about.
Instead
of talking about how y'all motherfuckers literally have glorified breaking the law, going to prison, you know, being that worthless piece of shit of society and everything like that. You're talking about, can white people wear braids?
And
Again,
I wanted to go into the live and just go, okay, say every white girl never wore box braids again. What is that going to accomplish?
Are you still not going to fill up our prison sentence systems because they don't wear braids anymore?
What does that accomplish? Okay, so white women will never wear box braids again. Now what? Now
Are you going
what
to
do
stop suckling off the teat of the government for the taxpayers because you don't want to work? No, you're not? Then what the fuck is the point of this argument? Let's focus on what needs to be done here.
Or bonnets. Or bonnets. It's so like I want to just go into one of these lives and just be like, okay, fine. White people will never do rap music again. What does that accomplish? Say white people never wear Timberlands again. What does that accomplish? Like, what is any of these things?
White people kissing your fucking boot. What does that accomplish? I mean, let's just have this fucking talk because I will guarantee you, ladies and gentlemen, America is the least racist country across the fucking world. If you actually had a white person and a black person sit down and actually have a talk about race, unrestricted, nobody gets really pissed off. I do say, okay, some restriction because, you know, things like, I like Mayo Monkey. I'm not going to lie. I like Mayo Monkey. That's fucking funny. I'm not going to lie. It is.
Some of the words are funny. I'm not going to lie either.
What's the other one? I know it's like milk. And it's not milk monkey. They
Isn't
tried
it
that.
moon-
That didn't work.
Not moon cricket, is it?
Moon cricket? I've never
Dude,
heard that one, but
These
that one's...
people come up with the most amusing Mayo monsters or something like that. Dude, there's some of them
I like
that
the
I
Mayo
will tell
monkey
you.
one.
I laugh so fucking hard at some of these, and I'm just like, touche, too fucking shay.
Look, we had the porch monkey one, all right, and they just fired back with Mayo monkey. Touche, touche. That's pretty fucking funny. All right.
Oh, wait, no, because I saw a video. It might be moon cricket, and I think something about some ladies like I'm a moon. Oh, where's Urban
Because
Dictionary?
everyone wins, now everyone else get out of it.
Okay, hold on. Urban Dictionary.
White people invented the bonnet. French women wore them in the 1800s to stay warm while sleeping. Oh, wait. They just put it on their heads tighter and called it a do-rag. No, but it's seriously, it's like we have to have this conversation. Y'all want to get past this shit. The only way we can actually fucking do that is we sit down and be like, white people are colonizers. Bitch, white people were slaves first. What do you mean? Oh, you don't know about that? Well, let me tell you about what the word slave is. It comes from the Slavic region. The Slavic region was all white people. The word originated from white people. You want to talk about the Atlantic slave trade? Let's get into yours. Let's talk about how your people were warring with each other and then took the prisoners and sold them off to the white man. Let's have that conversation, because the white man, yeah, well, the white man was the end all be all of the devil's trade. I get you. Cool. Fine. But would there be a demand if there wasn't a supply? You want to go back that far, but we can go back further, because white people were the first recorded slaves in history, ladies and gentlemen. And that is a fact.
That's where it came from, Slavics.
Yes. But anyway, I mean, we do have to have this conversation, because when y'all got like 20 fucking people deep just beating one person because supposedly a word was said, to the point to where you're trying to stomp this woman's fucking head in. If that dude would have stomped on her head with both feet, even with one foot, she would have had skull fractures, skull broken. Her head could have even fucking popped. And all because of a word that supposedly was said, but it never was? Hey, come on. What are you looking up here?
I'm trying to look at moon cricket. It says derogatory term for colored people, basically the same as the N-word. Dude, look at those moon crickets in the back alley playing dice. I just drooled. I just fucking drooled.
What the fuck? First of all, what is a moon cricket?
It's apparently it's the same as the N-word. But the fucking sentence.
I don't put two and two together with it.
I don't either. The moon is white. I don't get it.
Are you trying to say they get loud as shit at night?
I don't know, but the sentence in the back alley playing dice.
I don't understand. But no, I need to find out what the
I
fuck
love
they mean
Urban
by moon
Dictionary.
cricket. Where did that come from?
I have no idea. It doesn't tell you. It doesn't tell you what.
I gotta look into that. That's got my attention now. What the fuck is a moon cricket? But anyway, I mean, it is things like that causes a problem. You know, if left unchecked, it needs to be a thing. However, y'all want to stop this racial shit, we need to have that conversation. We really do, because this is an issue. I'm not going to say never. I seldom ever see a whole bunch of, I will say Mexicans will do it, but you don't see Asians doing it. You don't see white people doing it. You don't see Native Americans doing it. You don't see any other ethnicity just gang up and start hitting people for no reason whatsoever. You're not involved. You don't even know what's going on, and yet you still get involved in that just because you want to be violent. We need to have that conversation.
Wet dog. I'm on a fucking...
Dude, what the fuck? What are you looking up?
It's...
You just come in, I say all that, and you're just like,
mayo
dog.
packet, weeaboo, yuppie, yogurt, YTT, or WTT, wound.
Oh, we're wounds now.
A wound is a slur. A wound is a slur used to describe white people in a derogatory way, used when Native Americans and blacks described whites whom they had seen as hurting them many times in present past represents an ongoing unhealed open wound. White bread, white out, white eye, white devil, white chocolate, whiskey tango.
Isawacha.
White devil, white. Let me guess. White devil, white devil.
Davey has gone down the rabbit hole.
I have. I so have. Pale face. Opie, old fig.
But yeah, anyway, let's kind of pivot. I don't even know how I'm gonna segue into this shit because this is hard. We were just talking about like black people. Well, there you go. Black people gang up on white people, ladies and gentlemen. Letitia James gets booed by the NYC.
Bro.
Today we are making history, swearing in our first African-American woman chaplain of FDNY.
Now let me ask you a question. Swearing in our first African American chaplain of FDNY, like
First African American woman. She said woman. I thought they didn't know. I thought they weren't biologists. They didn't know what a woman was.
Well, here's the beginning of that when she was ushered to the stage. I will say this. You want to talk about my wife being huge? Jesus fucking Christ. She looks like Michael goddamn Jordan up there. Listen, muffin top Michael Jordan.
Don't fucking disgrace. I saw a video of they were, you know how people call LeBron James the GOAT? This video, if you saw this video, it was clips of Michael Jordan going back and forth between Michael and LeBron. LeBron James couldn't fucking wipe the sweat off of Michael Jordan's fucking eyebrow. Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player.
He's like 7'2", isn't he?
All times. LeBron James, yeah, but
no, I'm not. I'm talking about Michael Jordan.
No, Jordan was like 6'7", 6'8". He wasn't that tall. He was a forward. He was a smaller dude.
Who was it?
Manute Bull.
I remember some dude just being like, no, that was that Chow dude. That was that Cheng dude. That was that Asian. He's like the tallest man on earth playing basketball.
Oh, Yao Ming?
Yao Ming. Yeah, that's it. Okay,
no,
never
you know
mind.
who she looks like? She looks like fucking Charles Barkley. That's who she fucking looks like.
Charles Barkley threw on a weave.
A wig? Yeah. No, terrible.
Yeah, I guess it would be a wig because weave, you actually have to weave into your hair. But
Let me tell you, the white women, stay away from the white women in Cleveland. Stay away. The white women in Cleveland are just ugly. They're just ugly.
Well, I mean,
Charles
he's
Barkley's
not wrong, though.
Charles Barkley's a fucking man, and we just found out Charles Barkley has cancer today. That is going to be a sad day when Charles Barkley passes away. Because how does Charles Barkley, how does Magic Johnson outlive Charles Barkley? What the fuck?
I mean, Magic Johnson has AIDS, so yeah, that doesn't make sense.
OJ.
Oh, look. Let's not get into that. That's a rabbit hole.
Hello, Twitter world.
Oh, come on. We're in a house of God.
If we were in a house of God, you would be in flames. Notice, ladies and gentlemen, one eye is looking dead the fuck on the right way, and the other eye is looking at the balcony above her.
First, simmer down. I want to thank Commissioner Kavanaugh and Chief Hodgins for that recognition.
So she gets booed. They heckle her like fuck, screaming Trump because of Letitia James, ladies and gentlemen, was the prosecutor in the Trump fraud trial, and nobody's happy about that. So she gets heckled like a motherfucker, and then all of a sudden, I do have this on the archive site. FDNY looking into staff who booed New York AG Letitia James, cheered for Trump at ceremony. Trump was hit with a $350 billion penalty at the high-profile fraud case brought by James. Ladies and gentlemen, need I fucking remind you, the man had a summary judgment of guilty against him. He never had a trial to even prove innocence. They just said, hey, you're guilty. Come the fuck in. Now we need to find out how much you owe. They put a fucking known liar on stand, Michael Cohen. He lied again, and they allowed that shit. The bank auditors were just like, no, we do this shit all the time. This is what we do. Everything was above board with everything. We would actually do work with him again, and the motherfucker was still found guilty.
Do you have the sheet that was sent out?
Oh, you talking? That's the E. Jean Carroll one.
Oh shit, that's the wrong one. Sorry, wrong page. I don't know who that lady was. She looks like she's in Canadian Parliament.
I don't think she's in Canadian Parliament.
It says developing. This politician going viral for the fourth time on X.
I wonder why.
I wonder why.
I mean, Jesus Christ. I think I saw some areola in that picture.
It's this. I don't think I can make it any bigger. But this is the...
After NY firefighters exercised their First Amendment right to protest the corrupt city leaders, a letter was sent saying anyone who booed Letitia James will be sent to HQ for re-education.
Yep. So it says, I'm here to address the behavior of the firefighters that attended Thursday's promotion. The behavior we saw and heard was grossly inappropriate. Protesting, heckling, and booing anyone at a ceremony is simply unacceptable. Mind you, these all have fucking, what is that? Like, Cliff Note dots on the side. So whoever wrote this is dumb to begin with. This was a promotion ceremony in honor members who made sacrifices and worked hard to achieve this day. They had close family and friends there to celebrate with them. Who fucking cares? Absolutely. No one should have been subject to what happened based on their political beliefs of some members. Some? It was disrespectful to the speakers, to the promoted members, and their families. This was not a political event, and Letitia James was not there to give a political speech. She was there to support her friend and new chaplain, Paula Holmes. Paula invited her friend to attend the ceremony. You're stupid, Paula. Members have the right to their political beliefs, but you do not have a right to make a job-related ceremony political in nature.
No, it's not grounds for a First Amendment violation for
that. When you're not on duty, because from what I heard, the people who were chanting and booing were not on duty. Feel free. You have feel however you want to about politicians. Vote, protest. Sounds like what they did. That's your right, but don't do it on the job's time, on other members' time, or their family's time. Do it on your own time. Seems like they were there on their own time.
Right.
Our actions at the promotion damaged the relationship with the Attorney General and the Christian Culture Center. We may lose the venue now. Oh, boo-hoo. Hey, do you remember when there was a funeral for a police officer that had been killed and the FDN and NYPD turned their back on Bill de Blasio?
Oh, I remember that 100%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that was okay. Politics aside, the Attorney General is a friend of the UFA and the UFOA and a supporter of our department. She has come to the hospital on more than one occasion to support us when one of our members is seriously injured or dies. These actions reflected very poorly upon us and diminished the dignity of the occasion. Instead of news reports talking about the accomplishments of our members, I don't think I've ever heard anybody from the FDNY about anybody from the FDNY's promotion. It's talked about politics and our behavior. Everyone must be better. Do the right thing. Even if you aren't one of those acting poorly, if you see a fellow firefighter act in this manner, stop it.
If you see something, say something. Your neighbor leaves because of the lockdowns, call the police.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wasn't Germany like that under a certain mini mustache?
Yeah. Act in a manner befitting to the uniform that you wear. Nothing less should be tolerated. Next steps. Have a DC visit every firehouse that had a member promoted. Relay bullet point message. That's what that was, bullet points. They should understand the bits of gathering video and identify members that brought discredit to the department. We want the members to come forward. They will come to HQ to be educated why their behavior is unacceptable. So they're going to go through the footage and see if they can find who was booing, and they're going to bring them to the headquarters for re-education.
Well, that sounds about right. But ladies and gentlemen, don't worry. Because FDNY spokesman, let me go to this one right here. FDNY spokesman Jim Long told Fox News Digital, nobody is hunting anyone down. We're looking into those who clearly broke department regulations. It has nothing to do with politics. It's all about professionalism in an official event held in a house of worship. Nobody's hunting anybody down. We're just looking for the people who did. Because it's about professionalism in a house of God. Who actually advocates for you to speak openly and speak your mind. Meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to pay attention to this picture. One eye is staring at the camera, the other eye's on the balcony above it. You're going to sit there and fucking tell me that this ain't political in any way, shape, or form. The woman who prosecuted Trump, the woman who with Areola Ingeron, which I love the fact that this dude's name is now Areola, because he sent out that newsletter with him showing his gains in the gym, and he, like an 80-year-old man, just like bare nippled. All right, it's a thing. Apparently going out to college kids, which is worrying. They had to backtrack that memo because of the flack they got and the lawsuits that were to follow. Oh, hell yeah, they did. But you're going to sit there and tell me a woman who literally railroaded a former fucking president to try to steal money from him for the fucking city. Meanwhile, I still want Trump to say, okay, fine. I defrauded the fucking state by inflating my assets. I paid fucking property taxes on said assets. You want to put my asset at that? I need back pay for every damn bit of fucking property taxes I paid on that inflated fucking price. Mm-hmm. If not, New York City stole money from me, and New York City is going on the fucking chopping block. All he has to fucking do, and it'll be null and fucking void, I guarantee you, because he's paid more property taxes than these motherfuckers have ever paid for the immigrants in their fucking city. That would ruin New York City. If he were to pull that fucking card and say, give me my property taxes that I paid back, New York City would crumble.
Dude, I'm still baffled by when the other day when we reported that New York was taking $52 million and we did it for, what was it, 500 families. They were getting like $1,000 each. And it was like, wait a minute, that's only like $100,000 or a couple $100,000. Where's the rest of the 50-something million dollars going?
It's let's take a page from Hillary Clinton's book. All that was administrative fees and credit card fees. So the rest of that money that's missing, yeah, that's to make sure that very little of it gets out to the people. Yeah. That's how that played the fuck out. But you're going to sit there and tell me this ain't political at all. The woman who literally ran on prosecuting Trump, the woman who railroaded this motherfucker into a court system where there ain't no damn way in hell he's going to get any kind of fair trial whatsoever. And you're going to say that people that booed you and started chanting Trump, like this isn't political? Just because you say something doesn't make it true. Is that the case? Ladies and gentlemen, the sky is fucking purple now. And if you don't believe it's purple, we need to throw you in re-education camps. That's exactly what this story's about. Not about the sky being purple, but about you believing what the fuck we want you to believe. And if you don't, well, it's to the re-education camps for you. If you're lucky. We might just throw you in prison. Or just straight up kill you. As they've done with other people that don't believe their bullshit. Yeah. Let's see.
This is the greatest show.
Also, they brought up this is the person that they were trying to honor in that whole thing. Meet Laura Kavanaugh, the first commander of the New York City Fire Department, and the woman who started the investigation into the firefighters who booed Letitia James and chanted for Trump. She was appointed by Mayor Eric Adams, who literally said, "Hey, this migrant thing is gonna destroy this city. Oh shit, the FBI is raiding me because somehow the country of Turkey got me elected as the mayor of New York City." Yeah, we believe that. And then all of a sudden, the motherfucker's like, "I love the migrants. $52 million program going to 500 people getting $1,000 a month." Wait a minute, that doesn't add up. Where's the rest of the money? Administrative fees. You ain't sitting there telling me that these motherfuckers ain't laundering your fucking money. I could understand maybe 10% of the $52 million that they're giving being administrative fees, maybe 52%, or I'm sorry, maybe 10% being administrative fees, and the rest actually going out to fucking people. I could understand that. I would be okay with that. But you're going to sit there and tell me a couple $100,000 out of a $52 million fucking package, $100,000 is given away to people, and the rest is administrative fees. No.
That's a lot of administration.
That's a lot of money laundering. But anyway, she was appointed by Mayor Eric Adams and has never been a firefighter herself. Wait a minute, red flag. She's worked on many political campaigns for Democrats and even oversaw the complete diversification of the FDNY. Her office has made it clear that anyone who was involved in booing James will be educated on proper conduct. Why is a woman who has never served as a firefighter serving as the commander? Does anybody remember Nina Jankowicz?
Who?
Oh, you don't remember her? She was supposed to be the head of the Disinformation Governance Board.
Oh, that lady.
Nina Jankowicz was the head of Ukrainian propaganda. And then you're going to make her the head of the Disinformation Governance Board. The woman who was sitting there doing the Mary Poppins song about misinformation that drove everybody fucking insane. You literally wanted to stab yourself in the ear and then stab everybody around you for mercy as she was singing that song. Yeah, that woman. It's the same shit. It's the same shit, just in New York firefighter. They're installing. You remember when they said President Trump was trying to install his loyalists? I present to you the entire fucking country, ladies and gentlemen. Every single one of them. It's not Joe Biden's America. He's just the fucking face of the shit that has been going on for fucking decades. They've been installing from your school districts to your fucking grocery stores to your fucking fire department, your police department. They've been installing these crazy ass motherfuckers that are in this goddamn cult every step of the fucking way while you've been asleep. Yeah, I was asleep too. I understand. I get it. But they've been doing this for a good fucking minute. Meanwhile, I don't understand why, but she's got shovel face going on too.
She looks like she just smelled a bad fart.
You don't know what shovel face is, do you?
Who's shovel face?
Jemiah or
Jayapal?
Jayapal?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she always got her head down and her fucking forehead and chin line up. Her nose doesn't go that far. She's got Beavis nose. It looks like somebody just took a shovel when she was a kid and smacked her in the face with it and just caved the shit in. She's got shovel face happening too. It's a thing. I don't understand. I don't get it. Like it's a mark. Is this the mark of the beast? Like somebody makes you look like somebody hit you with a shovel?
Are you trying to say they all look the same?
Yes. Yes, on this one I am.
Wait a
What's up,
minute.
Scott? Look, he's like shovel face.
What up, Biz?
But yeah, I mean, you're talking about somebody who has never been a firefighter, somebody who has probably just seen a fire as she set the motherfucker, literally being the head of the fucking fire department, appointed. Well, I'm not gonna say appointed by, but
shovel lives don't matter.
Commensurate, because what's that word?
Commiserate?
No. When they appoint you to something that commencement. There we go. The commencement speech was given to the same fucking woman that went after fucking Trump. No, there is no way in hell that none of this. It's just all coincidence. There's no way. Absolutely no fucking way. Somebody who has never been anywhere close to a fire, unless she's the one that fucking started it, is now head of the fire department looking into people who booed Letitia James because she railroaded fucking Trump. No.
But wait, like she's a chaplain though.
Doesn't matter. She's never been on a firefighter call at all.
I know, but isn't a chaplain the one who does the fucking the whatchamacallit? They're part of the church. So what is she doing on that commission?
That's the point. That's the argument. There's no reason for her to be there. She don't know. It's like fucking putting Hunter Biden on the board of Burisma. It makes no fucking sense unless there's something for you to gain politically. Should I game stream Alex Jones NW Wars? That would be, I don't know. On TikTok, you might get banned.
Hold on. Joe put this. You can challenge a constitutional basis for a civil suit with a motion. The motion requires the AG to weigh in on constitutional implications and determine the defendant is rightfully sued. Ms. James is the state AG. That means Trump would have to challenge the constitutional basis to the women suing him. This is arguably a due process claim suit, but no one has filed yet.
Because it doesn't matter. Arguably, it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. I mean, the motherfucker was hit. She's like touting all over the place, like $350 million and interest for every day he doesn't pay, which is, she still counts it down on her Twitter. The motherfucker's True Social is worth $4 billion fucking dollars. He's got a net fucking positive and still going to be reversed on this fucking thing. There ain't no doubt about that.
By the way, isn't this now considered absolutely interference, political interference?
100%. It always has
because
been.
He's now the official. It looks like I'm taking it in the rear end right now. I don't like it.
It kind of does.
But my back hurts.
Well, that's cool because you're about to have 3 minutes of wait time.
Oh, it just cracked. But yeah, isn't this interference now because he's officially the Republican nominee?
Yes. Yes.
What up,
that's
Adam?
why Joe Biden ran. What's going on, Adam? Check it out, though, ladies and gentlemen. We about to go into Rumble because y'all about to hear the dumbest fucking shit possible. I swear to God.
Bro, I'm telling you, this is going to be 3 fucking hours long because
we're not going through the whole damn thing. All right.
know,
I just
but
want to
there's
hit the
so
highlights of this.
There's
But
so many. What do you mean highlights? The whole fucking thing is a highlight. There's so many good clips. There's so
There
many
is,
good clips. We
but,
have to start with with Trump's fucking comedy stylings.
Oh yeah, we're definitely going to do that. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and hit the Rumble off label only. We will be cutting it here very shortly. The link is in the chat. You have 3 minutes. See you there. Ladies and gentlemen, the mainstream narrative has become cancerous to society. Currently, there is no known cure, but doses of other treatments have shown some promising results. Off-label use has been authorized.